Hear us now and see us.
We're back live. If you're joining the live show, we
What's
appreciate
up?
you being on the live show with us. Take a few moments and share it everywhere that you can. Get
Absolutely.
that thing out there and Facebook land and Instagram and get that thing around. Let's spread the message. Let's spread the love for these racers, their families, and then also for all our great marketing partners and everything. And let's grow the sport.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited to be here, man. I'm excited for this expert NA. Joey and I were standing over here on the side a minute ago, and we heard a rumor that Chad Mayo.
No, this wasn't a rumor.
Oh, it's not a rumor.
No, it's
real.
real.
I heard we had some questions because you heard last night. So let me just tell you the story. Chad's about to get out there in expert NA, and he's wearing his wife's racing suit.
Why would he be doing that?
I'll
tell you why. I heard there was a little bit of rumor last night that there was a bet going down that he was going to have to wear his wife's race suit and maybe even some undergarments. And she said, and what did his wife say?
She said that probably is exactly what's going on over there.
She said she walked up to the car,
yeah,
looked over, tell him good luck, and said, "Why are you wearing my race suit?"
He said, "I'm not getting out." So we're getting ready to see that guy coming up, man. It's going to be fun. So exciting stuff there.
So these guys are getting staged up over there. There's going to be a good, big push coming off the line here. So this class, if you don't know a lot about this class, it is a stacked-up class. The cars are really even. This is the naturally aspirated class.
Yep.
So we've already seen the Expert Turbo. They started our day. We're going into this NA. We've got Edward Mangus, Aaron Cuevas, Sean Philliman, Chad Mayo, Keegan Cummins, Logan Ellis, Reese Harris, Jeff Johnson, Aliana Baker, Gavin Beers, Patrick Shamblin, Rick Schroeder, Haley Boodle, Kyle Beto, Carson Vale, Caden Ellis, and Braxton Moore. So another cool thing about this class, because it is a naturally aspirated class, we also have all the manufacturers pretty much represented right here.
Yep.
You know, you've got Yamaha, you got Polaris, you've
Honda.
got Honda, you got Kawasaki in some of these classes. So we got Textron even in this.
Yep.
So it's going to be exciting and really cool to have all those different machines out here.
It's also pretty cool, man, looking at this list of who's coming up. You got both the Ellis brothers are in this class.
Yes.
You know, last race we got to see, just that brotherly love and sportsmanship. One of the Ellis brothers crashed. The other Ellis brother stopped in the middle of the race to make sure he was okay.
Yeah, man, and that's what racing's all about,
yep.
man. And and I think we even made the comment we thought he maybe stopped to make fun of him.
Yeah. I think he did that once he figured out he was okay. He went ahead and poked a little fun and rolled
my God,
out.
little bro, are you okay?
Yeah, right.
What are you doing?
Yeah. Here they come.
Here we go. All right, these guys are ripping as they come around that top corner. Got a little action, a little door-to-door.
Banging as they come down. They get to the bottom of this right here. They're going to have to slow it down. Look, inside line for the 614.
What a big move on the inside there.
There you see that new yellow car for the 401 Chad Mayo.
So this turn up here, watch how they'll back these cars in.
Yep. Looks like Chad Mayo's trying to make a move, get up there in the pack, running in 5th right now.
Yes, definitely going hard. That Sean Philliman is looking for any gap in their game to be able to come in. We got Aliana Baker on the inside of the bottom turn.
Making a move in that pink car.
Yes, she did. All right, so they're all neck and neck as the second wave leaves the line.
So only 2 waves in this one, so there is a third.
Here
they come.
This is a big class.
Check it out, Carson Vale in that new car.
It's beautiful.
Coming around. Look at those colors right there.
Man, that's a beautiful car. Look at him as he comes in. He's going to go outside and sweep in.
Inside. That was a good line right there. He's hitting that rut. As you can see, everybody's pushed all this dirt out. They're going to rail that rut as hard as they can coming around. Nice corner for Carson right there.
Man, that car's on rails.
He's carrying it. Carson's fast. We watch Carson run the youth divisions. He's moving up now.
Watch the tabletop as they're coming back down the backstretch.
Stacked up right there.
Look at how tight the racing is.
Look, they're on each other as they head. Look, we're going to have a move right here possibly for first.
614 is charging the front.
Look at Mayo going flying. Look, he's going to make a move. He's going to be on the outside going in. He's got pinched off right there.
614 took the number 1 right
He did. Slid right in, took that spot. But look at Chad. Chad's got the inside line.
Man, I'm here to tell you, this is exciting.
Man.
This is just a heat race. We're just getting going.
Yeah, I know. Look at that. A move all the way up to the second position. Mayo on the outside. Now he's going to have that hard line coming up to the finish. He got it.
Mayo has moved into second, but look at the third-place car coming in strong.
That's a battle. There, he's not letting him go. He's going to battle hard. But look over here. Second wave coming up. Aliana's made some moves. She is in that third position right now in her heat, looking fast.
Right. In the second wave, it looks like we got Yamaha out front, Honda in second, and Aliana chasing them down in a Polaris Razor.
That's right. And, one of the coolest things that I saw this week, pertaining to a lot of this race series out here, is there's
Aliana with a big move.
Making the move.
We lost a car. He went off the track.
Right there, yep. Spun out, lost it. But what I was saying is it's pretty cool the contingency programs from all these manufacturers that they're doing now for the racing. Side by side.
Aliana capitalized on the mistake right there, and she has taken first in her heat.
That was a nice line right there. She hit that outside to the inside move and went right to the front. Look at her. She's fast. Oh, getting a little wide.
She almost went all the way around.
Yeah.
All right, look. My goodness, look at the gap at wave 3 right there.
Yeah, Carson Vale, man. This kid, ever since I've been coming up here announcing, he's done nothing but show speed. He's got great lines. His driving technique is awesome.
Looks like he's got some old school Troy Lee design.
He loves the flames, man.
Hey, I'm here to tell you, I don't know where he got those stickers, but they were worth about 50 horsepower, it looks like.
That's right. Look right there. There you see, that looks like Caden Ellis in that 84, the green machine going up the top of the hill there.
Yes, sir.
One of my buddies he's got my Doomswell brand on the car.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty cool to support him out there. Chad Mayo, you see him in the yellow car still charging. He's still running that second position.
So that first wave is broken up. You see Aliana just totally separating herself in her wave.
Once she got open track, she showed us exactly how fast she really is. Yeah. So she fought through that crowd nicely, got through clean, and now she's out front checking out.
I'll be honest with you, it looks like wave 3 may get into some Latin traffic right there as he's running down that second heat.
Yeah, I think
really flying.
Carson's definitely going to move up there in the group. He's already starting to catch up to that second heat right now.
All right, as your leader comes around, I believe that's Sean Philbin. Is that
Sean
correct?
Philbin, is that the 614?
Yes, sir.
Then you got the 401, Chad Mayo, and that yellow.
That battle for second and third, that first one right there, they're really getting after it.
Yeah, Chad's earning his money. He dove in fast on him right there.
He wants that second spot.
Yeah, he does. Going for a little huckabuck there, catching the knuckle on the end of that jump.
I know for some of the people that are home, they look at the track and they're seeing all this. You can't appreciate how steep that downhill is. It's straight down.
The elevation here is just insane. I tell people all the time, I'm like, if you haven't ever been here, and I've got some buddies that are here this weekend for the first time, and I think they finally understand what I've been trying to tell them about this place. The elevation is what, in my opinion, makes this place so cool.
Man, it's absolutely game changer.
Yeah.
You can't go anywhere and race on this type of course, this wide, with this distance, and have elevation with a track that stays just as well prepped as this track does.
Absolutely. I mean, this place is amazing. Mid-America Outdoors, man. I mean, where else would you want to go?
Why would you look for
anywhere else? This is a place to be.
So we got a lot of new faces out here this week that's raced in other places. I've been getting great feedback. Those people saying, man, we loving the course, loving the atmosphere. You got everybody pool, you got coconuts, we got on-site restaurants, we got convenience stores, we got concerts every night. It's always just such a good time.
It is, man. I was telling someone last night, I was like, this is that place where FOMO is real.
That's right. When I'm not here, there's only been about 1 or 2 times in the past 3 years I hadn't been here. But, dude, it just kills me knowing the good times that are here and I'm not here.
You start watching social media and you're like, man, we got some moves happening.
He went outside.
He went out. Let's see.
Mayo's trying to hold that inside
line. 614 still holding it. 401 Mayo. And that looks like the 16.
Yep. They're
Aaron Cuevas right there. In that third position in Heat 1.
All right, I want to take note that Aliana Baker has moved into Heat 1.
She's up there.
She's in the Wave 1, I mean. She was way back. They started those gaps between them. She's already gotten to traffic.
Look just a little bit behind her. There's Carson Vale, who started in Heat 3, and now he's already up almost past through Heat 2.
Yeah, he is battling. Oh, what a big move. They are diving in. He may overtake Mayo.
Oh, he got a little crazy there. Mayo's going to let him have that line.
Man, it's not worth risking.
Yeah. There's still a whole nother day, right? These guys know you got to get through your heats. You want to get a good spot for tomorrow. But
Mayo just knocked some parts off of his car on the big Sidewinder turn. Oh, bicycle. Man, it is.
It's exciting this morning, man.
It's already getting good. We knew this class. We know this class.
Yep.
The expert guys go hard.
Yep. They're on that bubble, right? Like the next move for them is to go pro.
They're probably
and when you're
there. They're probably there.
Yeah,
they wanted to.
Times, we look at these times between expert and pro, and a lot of these guys will be really close.
1 to 2 seconds.
Yeah, for sure.
Look at him. He is just
Carson's. He's got something to prove in that car for sure.
I'm here to tell you, I'm really anxious to see when they line up. You got the 614s out front. Carson's really pulled out. Aliana's pulled out in her
Yep.
wave. I want to get them clustered up. I'm already ready to see it.
I am too. The good thing for us, though, is at least we get to come back and do that tomorrow, because I can tell you if we did it all today, there's no way we would have voices to announce Pro Rock or Pit Bike or any of that stuff, right?
Because we got a lot of fun. After this,
tons more.
We're going to do Pit Bikes.
Yep.
And then this evening, we're going to party down with Pro Rock. We got another bicycle right there.
The track seems really tacky right now.
He
had an issue.
He had got around Mayo, but he blew a belt, it looks like. He is down and out. Mayo is cruising into second place.
I bet he feels a lot better now in his wife's fire suit. He doesn't have to stress as much. Well, it won't be as sweaty for Jen.
I bet he smells like flowers.
Mayo's got his own special scent.
Oh.
Yeah. It's kind of like when you go to Vegas and you go in the big casinos, they have their own scent. Mayo's got his own one too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand.
It's calming.
All right, so we got Aliana coming around. This is the second wave. She's our leader coming through here. There she is.
Aliana looking good, that pink car.
Taking the white flag.
Team Baco Racing right there.
So they're all on their last lap.
It always amazes me when I get to watch, anybody in the Baker family. Kanan, we'll get to see him later. Extremely fast. His sister's extremely fast. And you know what's super cool? She just had a birthday. I believe she just turned 16.
Oh, great.
And right now she is, it's pretty cool. I've been following on social media. They're building her a pretty sweet truck.
Well, I hope she don't drive it like she drives this race car.
Yeah, I think that, who knows? But I agree with you. Oklahoma's not safe anymore, right?
There'll be a lot of tickets in her future.
Yeah.
Because she is fast.
I feel like if that was the case, JD'd be a little worried because he's got Kanan too. So.
Oh yeah. Well, they are letting it rip through here. So everybody's taking white flag.
White flag. Look at these guys. There's Caden Ellis coming down the hill right there.
So it still looks like your 614 car in the wave one, followed by Chad Mayo.
Yep.
The battles for third back there, I'm not sure what car that is showing right now, but they've been battling coming in. They dropped a few out of that first wave. We lost the Honda, then we turned around and we ended up losing the battle for third right there. He's sitting over there with a blown belt. So
yeah, I think I saw another car out here a second ago that has a flat.
Yep.
So we're definitely seeing some issues on the track with some of these cars. These guys have prepped. They got them ready, but man, this is side-by-side racing.
I mean, look,
they're pounding on these things.
Great parts go into these cars.
Yep.
All of these companies that are really stepping their game up, making parts last longer, tougher, take more abuse. But just because they make them tougher don't mean these guys aren't beating them harder.
Exactly.
When you get a part that's a little bit tougher, you go a little harder.
Yep.
Then you find that breaking point, and it's a process, and it takes a long time.
It's evolving constantly.
These guys and these companies and these racers, for years, they're developing these things, and as they're breaking things, man, they're going back to the drawing board, or they're going back and finding that next part, trying to get those things tweaked out. And for years and years of research, they finally get these race cars that are so tough and so durable. But that doesn't mean chaos can't happen.
Exactly. And you know what? A lot of those brands, if you look around this part, you're going to see a lot of those brands that support this program. And we have, literally the best brands out here as our sponsors for this side-by-side championship series. Oklahoma Ford Dealers, Evolution Power Sports, Fuel Works, Gates G-Force Belts, High Lifter, HMF, Maxxis Tires, Moto Race Tire, MRT, Nitto Tire, Polaris, Raceline Wheels, Rigid Industries, Rugged Race Radios, Super ATV, the Off-Road Syndicate, Texas Motor Works, Ultimax Belts, and 360 Wraps.
Man,
that last one hits a little close home to me, huh?
360 Wraps. And Ultimax is here on site. Raceline's here on site.
Yep.
We have 5-Star Tuning hanging out in the house. He's doing some tuning on site.
High Lifter, Maxxis.
High Lifter's here. Maxxis is here. Moto Race Tire will be here tomorrow. I mean, we got guys all over the place, and these guys are coming out, supporting these racers at the racer level, supporting the park, supporting the series, and supporting the sport.
They are, big time. I mean, we wouldn't be here and be able to do the thing we do. I think a lot of these racers say the same thing. They wouldn't be able to come out and compete every weekend like they do without the support they get from these brands. So if you're listening to what we're saying, go give these brands a follow. Support those brands because they support us and they help get this series bigger and bigger all the time.
Yes, sir. We just wrapped up. That was the Expert NA. If you're just tuning in, take a few minutes, share it on Facebook, share it everywhere, get the links out there, invite somebody to come watch it. If you're friends and family out there, make sure that you're getting the message out for these racers. We're excited to be out here today. We're on site at Mid-America in the production house. This
We're
is
here.
Different for
we
us.
made it, right?
Yeah, man.
Look,
like
Mom, I made it.
We stepped up. What's up? But they let us come in here and have some fun. Pam and Scott did an excellent job this morning. We kind of splitting this thing up today. We're excited to be bringing you the back half of the day. We just finished Expert NA, so we're going to be going into Amateur NA, and then we're going to start moving into some pro classes, vet classes, Youth 1K still to come.
Yep, that's going to be a good one.
Also, we have our women's classes.
Yep, the ladies, they're going to get out here and battle out. You can't discount the ladies' speed. They are fast.
Yeah, and Chad Mayo, we're going to actually let him enter the women's class if he'll continue to wear his wife's clothing.
I mean, he's already got it on. Like, why not?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any reason to say that that's not okay.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we should definitely make sure of that. But
all right, so we're about to move to the starting line where we're lining up our amateur NA class. You want to call out who's going to be in that?
Absolutely, man. We've got Tyler Hill, Dakota Medlin, Ashley Rowden, Randy Boyder, Darren Green, Josie Watkins, Blake Helms, Ryder Van Beekum, Bree Seek, Waylon Wharton, John Schultz, Nick Slinkard, Tyler Chambers, and Luke Saylor.
Hey, man, I'm here to tell you, this is another class. Don't let amateur fool you.
No.
These guys, some of these guys we may even be calling a little bit sandbagger. Right?
Yep.
They're fast. They're real fast. There's not a big difference when you start really talking about this level of the game with these cars between what an amateur and an expert is. Maybe just a few race difference or maybe just they've been racing at something different. We saw that. Scotty Champion, for example. He raced motocross his whole life. He can jump in there and he can, because he has a race mentality.
Yep. He knows lines.
Race at a high level. He knows how to pick a line, hold a line, how to keep a vehicle together through a race. So some of these guys may be trying it out, and you may see them progress really quick, say, hey, I'm going to move out of amateur into expert or maybe even all the way to pro.
Yep.
But you got to start somewhere.
They do, and this is, what better place to come to than Mid-America Outdoors to get started. I mean, you guys are getting to see it right here. I mean, all these guys are lined up on the gate, and we got, looks like 2 waves of these guys going, but this, I mean, whether you're a new racer or a seasoned racer, I don't think there's a better place in the country that you can come to and have the amenities, have the support, have, a track this nice, and just have all the stuff to do. Yeah, I mean, there's people, the coolest thing about this sometimes is when we're looking at these lists of all the racers, the lineups, is look at the states. Look how far people come from to be here.
Look, we were in the drivers' meeting last night. We were playing around with everybody. Alaska,
people
here from Alaska. We've been here before, and people be here from Germany and Japan and Ireland. A guy moved here from Australia to race last season just to have some fun. Took 6 months off work to come race with his family at Mid-America. We're pulling people from all over the place, and I'm here to tell you, the growth is just amazing, and we've still got a long ways to go.
We do.
There's no end in sight.
Yeah, if you're tuned in with us today, we're doing heats today. Tomorrow we're going to do mains. Still a lot of stuff going on out here today, so we're running through the order today. And then after this, we get to do pit bikes.
Yeah.
And then coming up later, we got some pro rock stuff. It's just a day.
So this afternoon we're going to do hill climbs with the
hill
rock
climbs.
bouncers. We're going to be playing around and having some fun with that. And then tomorrow we'll run through the mains and we'll do pit bikes. Again tomorrow?
No, pit bike's just today. Barbie Jeep. I mean, it's even better, right?
So if you've never watched our version of Barbie Jeep downhill racing, you need to tune in tomorrow.
It's got a little jump at the bottom to a pond. It's pretty good.
A little bit of water.
Yeah,
we're slip and slide action.
Gonna make it. Is there any water over there? I don't see any.
Well, we'll get it set up after they do the mains tomorrow. We'll move in and put everything up. So we've got all of our setup crews and Gus and his team and the track people here, as well as all of our people with our EMTs, our fire rescue, recovery staff, just doing an amazing job. We just want to take a minute and say thank you to everybody who makes this happen. When I tell you this is a team effort, this is an army of people.
It's a great big team.
Speaking of army, it's Memorial Day weekend.
It is.
Memorial Day weekend, we're out here. We're happy to be bringing you this show, and we just want to have a constant reminder as what this weekend means to all of us, that we're able to observe these freedoms and live in this place at this moment in time because people who went out and fought and gave their all.
You're absolutely right.
And we really appreciate those guys, people that are in service now, past service members, and, of course, the fallen.
We got some excellent past service members that are out here. So if you guys see them, if you're out here at the park, you're rolling around, you see one of those guys here, shake their hand, tell them thank you for their service.
All right.
We're getting ready to go, aren't we?
I'm hearing it coming off the line.
Some amateur NA. Here we go.
All right. This is always
first
where a lot
wave.
of action happens right here. You can see it.
Heading up the hill right there. This is that start of the elevation. They're going to go up that hill, make that left, and come down fast.
So it's really tricky sometimes because the outside line is actually the better line, so you can hook that corner and stay in the throttle.
Right, yeah. I was talking to a couple of racers yesterday, and they were saying the corner was a little deceiving because you can actually carry a lot more speed than they thought they could. A lot of these guys were new guys, first time here at Mid-America, so they're still figuring out and dialing in the park. But, yeah, absolutely. You know, if you can rail that outside coming off the top of the hill and then hit the outside in at the bottom, you're going to have a pretty fast section right there.
Well, the craziest thing about the whole thing is you got that first turn, but directly after it, you drop down that hill. You got to be set up. If you're not set up, you're going to get past it. We just watched that happen right there.
Yeah. Looks like might have a car having a little issue there in the back. I think that's Tyler Chambers.
Yeah, he's out to the outside line. You can see the shots right there as the cameras, they're coming straight at you right there. You're about to see the second wave start coming down that back line.
Sliding through the corner. Check out that drone shot, Joey. These guys are amazing.
Doing a fabulous job, the in-house team here with the camera footage. It's absolutely changes the game of what we're able to bring you at home. Just take this link, share it, and y'all get this message out. This is some awesome racing, and these guys deserve to have everybody watch them. That's a battle right there. This is a big tabletop coming
Oh, yeah.
up. Big jump.
What we normally see right there, sometimes you'll see that section where someone will check up like just a little bit, and that allows whoever's going to actually send that tabletop will gain a little bit of traction on them. But here they come over the little creek.
The tabletops are tricky, but this jump, you can go too hard, so you
Oh,
gotta get
yeah.
this one just right.
It's a floater.
Getting in the gas.
Look at that inside line.
Oh, what a pass.
Trying to make the move.
Not enough to muscle
That's
him out.
Darren Green and Blake Helms.
He's going back on the inside. This is a good little battle we're watching right
They're
now.
duking it out right there. And I'm telling you, when they go through that section, that section right there by the starting line, they're going through all that water. Whoever's in that second spot's getting a face full right there. But he's not lifting at all. Still battling. Look, third-place driver trying to sneak into the game. That's Josie Watkins.
Yeah, just take a minute and just appreciate the
Look at that.
conditions of how good this track is holding up. They've got a good battle. So that right there that we're watching, that is our out front, our first wave. Our second wave's coming around. We've got a good little battle going over here. We got a Polaris out front, I believe. A couple of Yamahas chasing them down. They're staying pretty tight in that second wave as they're coming down through there.
Yeah, I can't tell for sure. It looks like that might be, what is that, the 432 that's leading that second wave? Is that Dakota Medlin?
It does appear that way. I love that American flag car.
Yeah. What a weekend, right? Memorial weekend at Mid-America Outdoors. I don't think there's any other place I'd want to be. Pool's open.
Pool is open. We had a blast out there yesterday. We hung out, had fun all night, had some live music at Coconuts, and we had a poker run.
Yeah, that poker run was pretty sweet. There was a huge participation in that. I was up there last night when you were on stage giving out the awards. Everybody was up there showing me their hand, trying to see who I think would win. I was like, man, I don't know. But that was cool, man. There's always something to do out here. Of course, right now, whoa, big Flatlander.
Man, he overshot that, but, hey, it worked out.
Hey, you just got to hold that skinny pedal to the floor.
I don't know how many of those Flatlanders a car can take, but I wouldn't risk it. I'd definitely make some adjustments and try to get on the downside of that. Tripp can tell you a little bit about flatlanding a tabletop.
Tripp's he's our resident pro.
I don't know what he's a pro of, but we'll just leave that open.
Yeah, open for interpretation. Look at that.
Look at that shot right there. So the water here, just so you at home know, we've been talking about it at the driver's meeting, 30 inches of rain in the past 10 days. Right here.
It's been a lot, man. The most amazing thing about this place, though, is how well it can take water. We can have these days where it could rain 3 or 4 days before we get up here for a race. And then we end up halfway through the race order and we're throwing water. But as you can see, the track's still pretty tacky. You can see how dark it is in sections. So looking like a really good race surface right now. These guys are getting some solid heats in today.
Looks great. I want you to take notice. The number 64 has tracked that 431 down. So that number 64 American flag car, he's coming in pretty hot.
That's Ryder Van Beekem. Looking good. Memorial weekend, got the American flag, and he's going to the front.
They showed up with a whole trailer full of American flag race cars.
Really?
Yes, sir.
They know how to do it. Right now, amateur NA out there on the track. Blake Helms, Darren Green, Josie Watkins.
That's our 1, 2, and 3 right now?
1, 2, and 3. Today, since we're running these things in waves, kind of having a hard time telling who's in which wave, but we know that those 3 are in the front of wave 1. So
yeah. So as this thing finishes out, of course, there'll be scores available and everybody will get seated. This race seats them in their gate picks when they start their main.
It does. It actually does, but it's actually a little different. They do it on your overall time. So you could technically get first, second, third, something like that, but someone else have a faster overall time than you, and that'll change your seed.
That's correct.
So charging. These guys are on the gas right now. These amateurs, they're clicking off laps.
Yeah, it's definitely been some good racing. After this race, it looks like we're going to be coming in with a pro NA.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one. That's where we're going to get to see Kanan Baker and Kyler Holcomb's in this.
Colin Truitt.
Yeah, Colin Truitt's in this. Robert Van Beekem. We're watching Ryder Van Beekem out there right now. Robert's going to be coming up in that next race. And, there's a bunch of Ray Barnes. I mean, this is a stacked class.
Yeah, you got several top racers right there to keep your eyes on, but every one of them, you can't count any of them out.
No, I'm excited to see this one. It's going to be a good one. We got to watch Colin and Kanan Baker do battle before. Both of those guys are extremely fast, so we're going to get to see them next. There's a lot of racing left to do today.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of really good racing. You know what I'm most excited for? I mean, it's no surprise. Pro Turbo.
Pro Turbo coming up. We're going to end the day on a high note for sure. Look how many's in that class. We've got 21.
Yeah.
That's 3 stacked waves of 7.
I'm telling you guys, if you're at home watching right now, you don't understand how exciting it is. Today you're going to get to see these guys starting these waves. But Joe, slide around right there.
All the way around. Well, he stopped at 3/4 of the way backed up.
He saved a little bit of time there. But, Joey, tell me if I'm wrong. Today is awesome. We're going to get to see some fast racing in pro and all these classes because they're all fast. But tomorrow, when you start stacking 20 drivers up and you turn them all loose at one time on the gate in these mains,
some might even call it scary.
Yeah, well, some might even say that Billy Champion is a ringleader in a circus.
Hey, man,
it gets a little wild and western out there.
It definitely gets some western in it.
But I'm excited for that. I'm excited for all the racing coming up right now. Amateur NA charging up the hill.
Look at that battle still continuing on. Right now, we're catching white flags out there. White flag is out.
Live feed catching all the shots right there. They're on the far side of the track where the tabletop is. Here comes that driver. Let's see if he's going to hit this thing. There it is. Sending it.
Guys know that when they're coming through this, they're seeing this white flag. This is last chance to charge.
Yeah, we've watched this, Joey, a lot of times. Like we talk about it. You don't ever stop racing until you're through that checkers because we've seen a lot of big last corner, last lap passes at round 2. I mean, this is a huge series. Everybody wants to take home the championship. There's money on the line. You know, the contingency programs. Everybody wants that win.
Well, what we also hate to see is we hate to see these guys come out and run 4 or 5 solid laps
and
be
break
up front, and then lose a belt,
yep.
lose a tire, break a transmission.
Yep.
But it's part of racing.
It is, you know, and it's one of those things like, I get to sit up here and call this action, but as a racer, you know, that's a hard thing to swallow sometimes when you've driven your heart out for 4 laps and then all of a sudden, you know, you have something like that happen.
It's not just what you see here at home. They're in the garage. They're working a full-time job. They're coming home at 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night, working in the shop till 2 and 3 a.m.,
yep.
going off barely any sleep, driving 12 hours to be here.
We got a rollover out there.
Oh, that's the 431 car.
Oh, man.
He is on his side. We're going to get out there and get him checked
That's
out.
Bree Seek.
Oh, man.
If that's the 431, that's Bree Seek.
Man, you remember last round, her and her friend was
battling it out. But that's just, you know, a testament to this race series. I mean, you could come out here one weekend and charge hard and have a first. You come out here the next weekend and, you know, have some issues, bicycle it, roll it over, something like that. But this is some stiff competition. There's a lot of good racing going on.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
We'll get that car cleared on the track. They're going to run a local caution, make sure everything's safe. Actually, I think most of these drivers are coming through and taking checkers right now.
They are taking checkers. There shouldn't be any more traffic coming into that zone where we had the rollover. She looks like she's going to be just fine. But last time it was Josie Watkins and Bree Seek. That was the story all day long.
All day.
That was the battle in 2 different classes.
Yep. And we'll probably get to see that again. There you see they got that car flip back over.
We'll see them both in the women's class.
Yep.
They're going to race they race with this open where men and women. It just goes off the car, and then there's a women's only class. We'll see them do it again.
Yep. Coming up just shortly.
All right.
Well, I'm going to tell you this right now.
All right. Sounds like we're going to be able to go to the pits. We've got some capabilities now. We've got something set up where we can go to the pits and do some live interviewing. So that'll be coming up here just a little bit.
Miss Tiffany Stone.
Tiffany Stone in the house. We have some great talent out here helping us pull this thing off, and very thankful.
Miles.
Tiffany Stone just turned into Miles.
They called an audible on us.
They just totally changed it to a totally different person.
Miles, I mean, I didn't know Miles could morph into a chick that fast.
I don't know, but I didn't know that Tiffany could morph into a Miles.
Either way, I'm a little bit confused.
All right, so they're getting them set up, and we're staging Pro NA.
Yeah, if you guys are at home right now watching, you're seeing them line up. This is Pro NA. Tune in.
You see that high lifter on the screen right there, HMF equipped. We love these partners and these companies that are supporting us and giving back. If you're looking for products and parts, make sure you shop with these people that's supporting us here at Mid-American MAO Racing Series. We've got a lot going on with these teams, and we want to continue to grow our relationship.
Man, I'm sitting here watching this live feed, and I'm looking at Colin Truitt and Kyler Holcomb lined up right next to each other. Looks like Kanan Baker's right in front of Colin there, so he's going to be wave 1, heat 1, and then they're going to be right behind him. Man, Kyler's been turning it on lately. He's moved up into this Pro NA class, and he has put on a show so far, but every weekend it's getting tougher and tougher for these guys, and I know Colin wants to get a win just as bad as Kyler and Kanan and all the rest of them, so I'm excited to watch this.
Well, there's no doubt about it. This Pro NA, they go hard. The times here in the Pro NA are right there with Pro Turbo.
Super close.
So
I've actually seen Kanan Baker run his Pro NA car in Pro Turbo.
Colin Truitt can race with those
He
guys.
can do it too,
Several cars are capable of running, which is pretty wild when you think about the gap between power between those cars from the manufacturer's spec. 60, 70, 80 horsepower difference, but still able to build these cars that fast.
A lot of it is driver skill, right? We know, me and you talk about this all the time. We watch these guys out on the track, and it's just the way they set the car up coming into the corner, you know, throw it into the slide, power through, different things like that. Well, yeah, that's going to be exciting. I'm ready for Pro NA to come on here in just a second. I'm pumped to see this. You know, we were talking about adversity, things you deal with. A lot of stuff's out here on the track, right? But I saw Colin Truitt and his family when they left to head out here the other day in their big rig, smoked a deer on the way here. Had some issues with the truck, so they had to, like, kind of kind of put in some work to get here, but they're here. He's ready. He's on the line. I talked to him in the pits, and nothing but positive attitudes up there. They're happy to be here. I mean, I think everybody is.
I wish we had time to go around and give every story, every background of the battle to get here, what they went through from getting parts, building the car, smoking it here, staying in sketchy hotels, all the craziness that goes in between here just to get here and enjoy this weekend. And we're thankful for every racer and their family and all these fans and spectators that choose to spend your Memorial Day weekend celebrating and enjoying some off-road action here at Mid-America Outdoors.
It's the place to be, man. There's nothing cooler than this place. I come all the way from Fort Worth, Texas, up here at least once a month to hang out with Joey. Joey, you're from Southeast.
I come from Georgia. We just outside of Atlanta, Georgia, and, man, we come all the way out here because there's nothing like it.
Well, you know why I like coming up here? Because in Texas it's flat, at least where I live.
Well, you know, up here there's, like you talked about, there's elevation, there's climate change.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of humidity. We have all kind of cool stuff
Got
here.
it all. I've been here when it's snowing. I've been here when it's super hot, and I want to be in the pool all day. Yeah.
Same weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. It gets a little crazy out here sometimes, but man, for real, Memorial Day, this is awesome. I mean, there is a huge crowd here. I'm looking around right now and seeing all these people that are up on the hill right here with us, all the people that are across the way on the track or on the side of the track watching. Tons of spectators here, tons of people choosing to spend their Memorial Day here. And, I mean, I'm beyond stoked to be here. This place has done nothing but, you know, step up in every way for every person that comes out here, whether you're a young child that's getting into it or just wants to come out here with your mom and dad and play. I mean, they've got something for everybody.
Man, you know, there's several thousand people out here. There's over 280 campsites now. We've got, I think there's 60 or 70 cabins that are available, and those are growing every day. And we're about to come into our biggest event of the year at Visions.
I'm pumped.
And Visions is coming up quick. That'll be in July. If you want to get on our website, our app, you can download the mobile app. Have that on your phone while you're here in the park or even while you're at home. You can keep up with what's going on and when and how. Gives you a ton of information, links to some of our marketing partners. If you don't have the app, I highly encourage that's the best way to get communication the quickest. Then, of course, checking out all the websites.
And you know what? You guys follow all the social media, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. And another thing, while you're out here today and you're roaming around the park doing all the cool stuff there is to do here, if you Instagram something, you put something on Facebook, tag us. We want to see it. Like, we want to see y'all's experience through your eyes.
We want to use hashtag MAO.
Yep.
That's our official hashtag of Mid-America Outdoors, Mid-America Racing for the short course series. Let's do the MAO. All right, we're going to skip the interview. We're ready to come off the line with Pro NA.
Yeah, buddy. Pro NA, Kanan Baker, Colin Truitt, Jeb Boodle, Kyler Holcomb, Jacob Geisendorf, Sean Hess, Tyler Rimmereed, Ray Barnes, Eddie Ensign, Michael Dunnigan, Robert Van Beekum, and Brock Lawson.
I'm here to tell you I'm excited to see this.
Here they come.
All
Headed
right.
that way.
It looks like Kanan Baker.
Kanan Baker. That white car, he got the inside line going up the hill.
He held it.
He did. He's going to be out front coming down the hill.
All right, so this is wave one. So be ready to see what happens with wave two.
41, that's Jeb Boodle in the second position right there. It looks like.
Here we go with wave two about to come off the line. As you're watching them on the screen.
Kanan Baker going up the hill. He's on the gas, but I'm telling you, Jeb's not letting him go.
Look at Colin Truitt. No, he's out-muscled. He has been out-muscled.
That's Kyler Holcomb. I told you, he's been putting on a show lately. The Kenny Bobby Racing Team, number 99. He's a local to where I live, and he puts in work, man. This guy's always working on this car, making sure he's ready.
Great
him
job.
and Colin are about to duke it out.
Oh, yeah.
Look, Colin side by side with him going back up the hill there.
I'm trying to tell, but it looks like that may be Ray Barnes in the 3-hole right there.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. And then who do we got?
All right, as you see on the screen right now, we got Kanan Baker coming around the back side of the track back there. He's about to come back in to where we got the little switchback, the chicane, and then it'll come into the tabletops.
Look at Kanan. He's already checking out right there. And that little section you see right there, that's kind of a split line section that they were going through too, but Kanan is literally flying. You know, look at that. Full send.
So smooth.
Nice smooth landing right there.
Nice smooth. All right, on the screen right now, they're showing the tabletop.
There you see that Ultimax.
So you can see some of these guys are choosing to check up a little bit, get the car on the ground, get back in the gas. Some of these guys will float that thing, land it real nice. Everybody's a little different.
They are. Everybody's got a different strategy. There you see our Wave 1 leaders right there out front. Kanan way out in front. Jeb Boodle still charging.
All right, so I'm excited to see this second wave. You know, you had your friend coming off the line, but Colin Truitt was right on him.
Yeah, absolutely. And look at that. I'm telling you right now, Kanan Baker has got one good-looking race car.
I see tear-offs coming out of there.
Yeah. That battle for second and third is tightening up right there.
Oh, look at the battle in the second wave. Maybe we can get a camera shot on that real quick. That second wave, first and second, side to side coming through the start-finish. As you
That's
see,
a good one right
Colin
there.
Truitt.
That's Colin and Kyler.
He is going to try to dive inside right here.
Kyler's going to try to hit that same line.
Oh, he held it.
And he does.
Yeah. That is
the
definitely
7-17. That's Ray Barnes in that third spot.
And he's right on him.
Yeah, Ray's not trying to let him get too far away.
Definitely not holding on to him.
Colin headed up the hill on the outside. Trying to dive inside. Is he going to make
man.
it? Oh.
Big try right there. Oh, as we just had a little switch back there for fourth and fifth.
Yeah.
In that wave.
I'm telling you, this is an exciting race out front. Probably the best race on the track right now.
Look at that shot. You got one wave coming at us and one wave running from us.
Yeah, you can see Kanan Baker there absolutely flying.
All right, as they're coming back down that backstretch, Kanan has checked out. Totally checked out.
Yeah, Kanan's on the gas. I'm telling you right now, the race on the track right now to watch, and we'll get the live feedback over there on them, is look at that. Kyler Holcomb and Colin Truitt. I mean, they are bumper to bumper. I'm pretty sure Colin's oh, look, he's trying to go inside on him.
He closed the door, though.
Closed the door. Kyler's a smart driver, but look at this. They're heading down that back straight. I'm telling you right now, Kyler's not going to lift one bit.
Yeah,
looks like Colin chose to check up just a little bit right there.
Well,
allows Kyler to break away.
What happened, Kyler kind of took Colin's line.
He did.
And Colin had to make a decision there. Do we get bumper to bumper or do we save the car? And look at this.
Oh, Colin's got that in. Oh, got him.
Man. So this is where they were door to door coming through at the start finish.
Coming around in front of the spectator area right there. You see him almost wheel to wheel charging.
Ray Barnes right behind him, though.
Yeah, it looks like
could be Sean Hess right behind him.
Yeah, I think that's Sean Hess in that green car. Actually, that's Jacob Geisendorf.
Okay, Jacob's right there with him. Look at this.
Down the hill, side by side. Look, Colin is looking for that spot. And Kyler's driving a really good race right now. He's trying to close the door every time and not give him that any room to get a wheel in there.
So you saw Kyler set up that outside, but you think, oh, man, Kyler's
oh,
inside,
man.
But he can't, because what Kyler's actually doing is setting up the next turn.
The next corner. He's always looking ahead, looking right there. They're going to do some shuffling.
They are tight. Oh, man.
You know what? This is a great opportunity for Ray Barnes. When you get these two guys in the front that are battling like this, Ray's got a little bit of separation by himself in third. He's going to be able to turn in some good laps and try to catch up to those guys. Yeah. They are bumper to bumper. That is amazing. Look at this racing right here.
100%. This is the hot race right now on race course.
Pro NA. These are the fastest guys in NA cars right now.
There's your split track. Let's see if they take the same line or if Colin tries to make a move.
Side by side, setting those cars up. It looks like Colin trying to go inside. Not going to be able to get it done.
Oh,
there he goes. Does he make a mistake right there? Yeah. Kyler's still out front.
He held it.
I'm really starting to think that outside line right there is almost a faster line. Like they're carrying more speed by kind of jumping over that hump and then just hitting the ground fully pinned.
Did you see what Colin did there on that tabletop? He went like he was going to go inside and then went back to the outside.
Yep.
Because he saw Kyler.
He's trying to get that Ricky Bobby slingshot action. Big wreck. That was like Colin Truitt right there.
Man, I hate to see that. They're going to get over there to him. He's going to be just fine.
Medical teams are on site already. Yeah. They're going super fast to make sure
there's tons
Colin
of
is all
gear
good.
In each one of these cars, and everybody's wearing their Hans and helmet and fire suit. Everybody's staying safe.
Every car on the track has to go through tech inspection. So most of these guys, they got the best of the best equipment, harnesses, everything. We also have the best of the best when it comes to medical team and track staff out here. So
look at Ray Barnes. He made it through unscathed in that. That should mean Ray is
Ray's out front. Yeah, let's look at this thing right here and see.
Yeah, so Ray is out there, the 717. So it looks like we may have lost both Kyler and.
No, Kyler's out there. Kyler's coming down the hill right now.
All
He's
right.
just having to catch up. So maybe he just got together with him.
Yeah, so he
we
got
didn't see that completely.
But Colin is over here on the side, and that means Colin's probably not going to make it back out on race course. But that let exactly what you said happen. Ray Barnes moving in during that action.
That's exactly how it works. But I'm telling you right now, Kyler's on the gas. He wants to get back up there. These are just the heat, so he knows he's still got another day tomorrow to get in. Oh, it looks like we got some – what's going on back there? Somebody's having an issue. We got a lot of smoke on the bow. That's Kyler Holcomb. Man, what a bummer. You can see him shaking his head. He is mad. I know he is frustrated. Him and his team, Kenny Bobby Racing, they worked super hard on that car.
Look at his kicker on the side. The fenders broke off. The kickers flared out.
I guarantee you that whatever happened with this car is probably a byproduct of what happened just a few corners before with Colin Truett.
Here's the great news about Colin Truett. I'm looking down here on the track. He's pulled away. That means that's a great sign that Colin is good to go. Teams did a great job putting the track under caution. As you see the second wave coming into that caution area, Ray Barnes is up front, followed by Jacob.
Jacob Geisendorf got that green Honda moving. Those guys, perfect example, man. You know, you race it till the checkers because you never know when you're going to capitalize on something. Obviously, none of these guys want to see anybody go out for a mechanical failure, a wreck, or anything. But
speaking of checkers, this is white flag, so the
one more lap.
The next one coming through here will be at checkers.
Man, these guys are absolutely flying. Kanan Baker's still out front. Jeb Boodle, Tyler Rimmereed. And then it looks like we bump it down. We got Ray Barnes, Sean Hess, and Michael Dunnigan.
And Jacob.
Oh, Jacob, yeah. Jacob's making moves.
All right, look at Kanan Baker. Look at
Kanan Baker, fastest lap he's turned out here. He's on rails, but he did a 2:04.
Yeah, we're sending him out there right now to follow Kanan as he comes around on this final lap of his heat. You just saw him shoot off the screen there. There's a pretty good battle right there for second, third, fourth in that wave.
Still tight. You know, I'm excited. This is Pro NA. We'll just throw this out there real fast. Yesterday, the Pro Turbo guys, I think Cash LaCroix killed it. He got the fastest practice lap, which I know you don't win practice. But he 157 yesterday in practice?
Yeah, I think he had a 157 and some change, which is prior to our last race would have been one of the fastest laps ever turned on this course.
Absolutely.
All right, look right here as we got Kanan coming in to catch a checker.
There it is. Flags waving, headed up the hill. Kanan Baker.
They're still battling over there, Jacob and Ray.
Yeah, Ray's like,
oh,
we're not done. Look at that dirt flying.
Jacob got a little sideways out there.
Look out, here he comes. He's going to try to slide it in. He's not trying to give up. There you see the shot. You're going to see both these guys, Ray Barnes and Jacob Geisendorf, coming over that race line tabletop right there. Super close. Let's see if he's going to try to go the inside on him. And nope, shut the door. It looks like Ray Barnes is going to hit that checkers. Jacob Geisendorf right behind him. What a race.
Yeah, great race by those guys, being patient as they were able to come back through there, got through that traffic, that little bit of that incident that got tied up between Colin Truett and Kyler. And, man, just really holding his own. He was right there with them.
Yeah, he was flying. Looks like Colin's car's moving. That's good.
Yeah, he's limping off there. Look like he just got some radius rods.
Nice. Well, I know they'll get in the pits and get that thing fixed.
All right, so let's talk about what we got coming up now.
Ooh, we got that Vet 40 Plus Turbo and Vet 40 Plus NA.
Man, that means these guys right here, they can just run whatever they want in this class. We got turbo and naturally aspirated in this heat. These guys are over 40 years old. Some of these guys as high as in their 60s is what I was told.
Yep.
we're gonna have to start a 65 and up class.
I'm
Call it the
telling you,
retired class.
You know what? I waited till I was 30 to start racing pit bikes again so I could ride vet.
There you go.
Now that I'm 39, I think they need a 40 and over class.
Yeah, I think that's totally fair.
So these guys, hey, no slouches. A lot of these guys that run this vet 40 plus turbo and NA class, some of these guys are, pro level guys. They're just running an age group class that they can race and racing with their buddies.
There's nothing against that.
Nothing
Against that whatsoever. Chad Mayo's in there. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna get to see some heavy hitters.
Chad Look at
Mayo
that. Look at what we got on the screen right here. Is that number 64?
That's one of those American flag cars.
Yeah. What number car is
that? Van Beekom.
Robert Van Beekom. So he really drove the wheels off that thing.
Literally.
He drove it so hard the wheels just gave up. They said, you know what? I'm done. I'm not doing this again with you.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this.
Quit.
I don't want to be a part of it.
They're going to the pool.
Yeah. Yeah, that thing's totally gone. Where is the tire is the question. And if you could get that, bring it to me. I'll sell it back to the Van Beekoms. I will sell it back.
Right?
Yeah, it matches their set. They're going to want it.
Are you sure that tire coming off wasn't part of the program we did last night in pre-race where people started finding out for $10, $15?
I may or may not have had Colin Truitt come by and give me $20. He was a little worried about Van Beekom.
I'm just saying, like.
But you know what?
Here's the problem, though. I mean, if Colin did that, I think with that battle he had with Kyler, I think he picked the wrong guy.
Oh, man, you got that right. Or maybe he told me the right guy and I got the wrong rig.
Yeah, maybe we had went to Coconuts and ended up at the wrong pit. I don't know.
That happens.
It does happen.
Speaking of Coconuts, Coconuts is going to be out there tonight having some fun, and then we're also going to be having some fun poolside.
Poolside?
We're going to have Little Skinnerd.
Little Skinnerd. God, man, I'm not even going to lie to you. I saw this come across Facebook when I was at home, and I literally was like, what? We're really going to have Leonard Skinnerd out here? And someone called me, and they were like, yo, it's Little Skinnerd. It's the little version.
Hey, you should be even happier.
I'm more stoked.
Yeah.
Last year at Visions, we had Mini Kiss.
Yeah. Those guys were awesome.
They were awesome.
Yeah. I hope they come back.
Do you know if we're going to have that guy back at Visions this year that we shoot out of the cannon?
Man, I sure hope so. My heart was pounding every time.
I still think the idea that we need to focus on this year if we have that guy back is we put a dummy in there and shoot him all the way across the park.
Just to blow everybody out, yeah. All right. I think we're about to get going with this Vet Turbo, or Vet 40 Plus Turbo and Natural Aspirated class.
Yeah, we got Harley Holland, Rusty Pipes, Lee Knowles, Robbie Ellis, Chris West, Sean Murphy, Austin Sides, Jeff Johnson, Mike Buckafusco, Perry Mahaney, Chad Mayo, Chuck Calvert, Todd Rimmereed, and Rick Schroeder.
Oh,
Heading
look
up
right
the
there.
hill.
Harley making a charge, but he got closed. Harley was going to come out in second right there. Who is that number one man? Let's get a number on that car. Man, he has done pulled away quick. These guys are battling it out right here.
You know, I want to mention something, too.
Second wave's going to be coming here in just a second.
Oh, making the move right there. New car for him in the fourth position right there. That's Caden Ellis's car. That's Robbie Ellis driving that car. Yesterday in practice, we saw Robbie's car. The turbo caught on fire. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, that's
ran
right.
over there.
Yeah.
So he's driving his one of the family's cars. They're all pitching in, help each other out. But
here they go.
Up the hill, there you see.
Second
That's
wave.
Be your NA guys right there.
Oh, we got our leader of the turbo class. This guy's moving, but look right behind him. Harley is no stranger to being out front. He is running him down.
It looks like Rusty Pipes. He's leading that Vet 40 Plus Turbo right there.
Yeah.
Harley Holland in second. Lee Knowles in third. And there you see the NA guys are out there also.
Yeah, these guys, they're definitely fast and battling
Great
it
shot
out.
of that maxed.
Oh, we had one go all the way around.
Did a little spin-a-rooney.
Little spin-a-rooney. Y'all didn't see it on the screen, but he got a little sidetracked, literally.
I'm pretty good at those.
I've done a donut or two in my day.
Yeah. You know, I think I remember last race, we were literally trying to pay someone to do a donut during the middle of the race.
We were trying to pay somebody $100 if they could spin it around and back through the finish.
Yeah, I've remember that. Listen, if any of y'all heroes out there, y'all watching this live feed, I mean, we're just throwing it out there.
All right, listen.
Rusty Pipe still out in front. Harley Holland, Lee Knowles, 3 Can-Ams in that turbo division up front.
Definitely so.
Big racing on the track.
The wind is going crazy out here. That's going to dry this track out, so we may have to do a little bit of watering in a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to have to do that. Look at that. Chad Mayo in that Team 360 car, that yellow machine.
Yeah,
leading the way in that Vet 40 Plus NA. Looks like Todd Rimmereed in the 2nd position, Vet 40 Plus NA, and then Perry Mahaney.
So if you're noticing some of these names, we've already called them in their respective classes that they race in outside of this Vet 40.
Yep.
They get to just double down, which means more fun.
Yeah, more lap times too, right? You know, some of these guys will jump in and race this Vet 40 Plus track just so that they can get some extra lap time out here.
And they 100%, you know, the more time you get to spend on this track, you get more and more dialed. You can make adjustments to your car. And, man, it's just really cool to have these extra classes and the demand for it. I mean, there's 14 people in this class.
There is. Joey, sun's out.
Sun's out, guns out.
That's right. Had to throw on my spectacles here, protect my eyes so I can see all these racers.
I like the spectacles term. That's a good term.
Yep, it works well.
Well, you know, we were a little overcast earlier, and we talked about the wind that's blowing, but the cool thing is out, the sun has came to see us.
I love the sun. When I'm at home, I spend the majority of my time on the water. The sun is my friend.
All right. Look at it right now as those cars are coming down that backstretch, diving into there.
That's such a cool shot. Looking from that sweeper all the way back at the course, you can see him come through that rhythm section right there. Timing is key, hitting those sections that you're seeing them come through right there. Those guys will – everybody's got a different line, right? The cool thing about this track is it's not a one-line type of track, so there's a bunch of different options.
And, you know, over 2 miles of track out here.
2 miles.
It's impressive.
Yeah, it is. And, like, when some people go, well, you know, 5 laps, that's a lot on 2 miles of a racetrack.
Yeah, that's racing 10 miles. So, like, thinking of me, that's like racing from the town I live in to the next town in a matter of minutes.
Yeah.
Against people on curves.
Yeah, exactly. And jumps and dirt and everything. Yeah, it's crazy.
As you can see the live leaderboard right there, it's really cool to be able to have that. Those guys going hard right there. You can see there's a little bit of gap right there between first and second, but it's still a tight race. We definitely have a beautiful day ahead of us, and then a beautiful day tomorrow for the finals.
Yeah, we do. Main event's coming up tomorrow. We'll be on basically this same time schedule, so if you're at home tuned in watching us, make sure you're tuned in watching again tomorrow. There you see some great racing heading up that step up on the back section of the track.
You know, we got the race commander himself, Billy Champion, standing right above us right now.
I feel honored to be in the presence of a legend.
Looking out over the track, and he's just viewing the land, viewing the race series.
I like to think he's watching over us, Joe.
He's
making sure we're safe.
Billy just watching down from above.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the man.
He's out there rooting all these racers on. This is his class.
Yep.
He's over 40.
He's over 40.
Definitely
over 40.
Slow. And who had a birthday yesterday?
Aunt Jenny.
Aunt Jenny had a birthday.
She is one of the hardest working ladies here. She's part of this short course series. If you don't know her, if you come out here and race, you definitely know Aunt Jenny.
That's for sure.
But yesterday she had a birthday. We had a great time at the drivers' meeting. We sang happy birthday to her. The champions are just they're amazing. We'll see Scott racing in Pro Turbo. We got to interview him a few times. He's one of my really good friends from home.
So yesterday there was a little bit of a riffraff on social media. Scott Champion made a jab at a new pro racer.
What was his name?
He called him Crash LaCroix.
Crash, yeah.
So here's what I want to say about that. I interviewed Cash a little bit later last night, and he said that Scott's going to have to give himself a middle name, and that is Scott the Past Champion.
Oh.
He will be champion no more is what Cash said.
You know, for a long time, Scott coming from the Supercross world,
100%.
We watched some of the craziest races with Scott in the LCQ. We were calling him the LCQ champ.
Oh, he would always fight for it.
Man, he would fight till the very end, make it to the main, kill it, right? Well, out here we don't have that.
No.
You got heats and mains, right?
But we may get to a point where we have to because the growth is just so astronomical.
Big. And you know, huge shout out to everybody that's tuned in watching us, everybody on social media, everybody who's doing their part to help grow this place. I mean, every race gets bigger. Every time it's new faces. Every time we get here, there's new amenities at the park. So it's awesome, man. It's killer. Rusty Pipes on the gas. Looks like Rusty Pipes still holding down that Vet 40 Plus Turbo. Harley Holland in the second position. Lee Knowles in third. Then you got Chad Mayo.
The NA class is starting to get spread out a little bit.
They are. You know, this Vet 40 Plus class, you know, historically when we come out here and we call this one, this is kind of what happens about, you know, halfway through their race.
Some of these guys have had to stop, take a bathroom break.
Yeah.
Being a little older, they can't hold it as long.
Oxygen tank ran out.
Yes, one guy had to refill his oxygen tank. Another guy, he just literally quit. He just said, you know what, I'm too tired.
Yep. Said he was going to head back up there and take his vitamins and hang out.
The wind is really starting to kick up. We're watching the Ultimac tent. They're having to hold it down.
Yeah. There's some battling still going on the track. There you see the drone catching up with those guys.
Yeah, 100%.
Duking it out, heading into that rhythm section there.
These drone pilots, they do a fantastic job. We just want to thank them. We want to thank everybody who's a part of this production team. All the work that goes back in behind the scenes, and it just a lot of it goes unseen. You'll never understand, but it's just a fantastic work and just a big collaboration by all these guys.
Side by side, watching these two drivers battle it out.
Trying to see where my buddy Chris West is out here in this class. See if he's still out there.
Well, I don't think he is because everybody else, he's a lap down right now, so I'm thinking he might have had a problem out there.
He was battling some
Is that him right there coming back into the infield?
No, he's in a Polaris Razor, but he was battling some overheating issues yesterday.
Look at that. That is one heck of a shot. That FPV cam charging with these drivers. Check it out.
There's Chris West right there. Did it overheat again? So I just got information from Chris West. He had made a decision to run some smaller tires to try to put less strain on the drivetrain. Unfortunately, with doing that smaller tires, with the spring set up, it was allowing the car when he jumped to bottom out. He's going to go back to the drawing board and have to make some changes. He's got to put the 32s back on.
Put the 32s on.
Let it eat.
Yep.
So that just goes to show you there's so many different ways to approach this.
Yep. Man, I want to make note of something real fast. Look at Chad Mayo. He's already lapped all the way up into that turbo class. So that goes to show you, in a car, making moves, drivers running some fast times. Let's see right now. I mean, let's look at this. Rusty Pipes leading Vet Turbo. He runs a 206.9. Chad Mayo, fastest lap is a 206.3.
Yeah, it's crazy.
In a car.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Big horsepower difference, but, you know, drivers, man, and, you know, who's to say Rusty's out in front. He may be trying to save the car a little bit. He's got mains tomorrow, but I can tell you right now, watching that Team 360 yellow car with Chad Mayo, he's not holding back anything.
Well, Chad's got something to prove because he's wearing women's clothing.
Yeah. I was just thinking that might be a little uncomfortable. Maybe he's trying to go fast so he can get back to change.
Yeah, if you win, it don't matter what you're wearing.
Yeah.
So that's what he's trying to do.
Right. But he is on his way to winning that Vet 40 Plus NA, exciting class. Coming up next, right after we finish this Vet 40 Plus Turbo and NA, we're excited. We got Youth 1K.
We got 10 contestants in that.
Man, and there's some fast ones. We saw Carson Vale out here earlier. RJ Tremblay, one of the coolest kids running around here. The Smileys, Lennox and Lincoln Smiley. Rowdy Speaks. Man, Jocelyn Ware, Jace Leach. It's going to be a fun one. I'm excited for that. And it looks like it carries on over. It looks like we got a lot.
Ty Lukemeyer.
Daniel Kelly, Austin Vanover.
No,
I moved over wrong.
Yeah, we got Ty Lukemeyer.
Ryder Van Beekum. And Carter Caraway coming up.
So I will tell you something about the Van Beekums. They really tricked me the last time I was here. All their cars look so similar, and they're all called 64.
Yeah.
I thought they were sharing this car between five different guys.
The same thing.
Yeah.
Like, man, that car's putting in work.
And then today it made a little more sense when they rolled in 5 race cars deep, all looking the same, wrapped up, looking great. As we just closing out the last cars on course on that vet class. All these guys will have to go take some ibuprofen, probably lay down, take a nap for the day. That's our vet class.
Going to need some fiber and Metamucil.
Yep. Rounding out the last few right here. All right.
Come through.
So this Youth 1000 class is really cool because some of these kids, we've been able to watch them make the transition as they've moved through the ranks. They were in the 170s at one point, and then they're getting a little older and they're moving into this youth class. And man, I'm just here to tell you, watching these kids grow up right before our eyes, watching the way that they move through the cars and they max out that 170 and then they have to start all over again, grab a 1000 and start in this class, start building it. And then we're going to start seeing them in the amateurs, experts, and pros, and coming full circle. We talked about it earlier. It's just a really neat part of the program.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome. I love watching the youth race. Me growing up in moto, I think it's always been one of my highlights is seeing the kids. It's the future, right? Like, me and you aren't going to have anybody to talk about unless these kids just keep developing. So
that's right. Well, guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back in just a few moments.
Upgrading. It's what we do. So upgrading is what we did. Introducing the IQ equipment lineup powered by HMF. Designed for the most adventurous side-by-sides in the world, IQ equipment has the strength to tackle the off-road head-on. Bolt-on American-manufactured steel, engineered to increase strength, durability, and protection, so you're equipped to handle the most extreme performance. When you're ripping through the desert at full throttle, or tearing through some of the most brutal terrain in the world, you're going to need equipment that keeps you moving at a high level. Because when you have the performance and you have the protection, you then have the confidence to actively pursue your passions just as freedom was intended to be. HMF, equipped to perform.
No matter what, it's never an easy event, and it never will be, and that's what makes King of the Hammers King of the Hammers. Tire choice is everything. I mean, to have a tire that's reliable and consistent and drives well out in the desert, but yet when we get to these crazy rock sections, still has grip and performs, and we can hit these sharp, jagged edge rocks and not have a problem, is what we need. And the Rockzilla is definitely our second to none when it comes to the UTV tires. And it just speaks traction. It's got big lugs hanging off the side. It's got big lugs down the side of the sidewall of the tire. If you're gonna look for something that makes traction and is gonna grip in rocks and dirt and everything, you look at a Rockzilla and go, man, that thing looks like it's gonna do the job right there.
fine. We just couldn't get longer life out of our belts.
That's why we were so excited when we found these new Gates Redline belts. They have a super simple 3-step process for breaking in your belt the right way. Clean the sheaths with a Scotch-Brite pad. Remove any old belt residue, glazing, oil, or debris on the clutch sheath area with alcohol or acetone, and make sure the breather tubes are free of any old belt material. Step 2, install your new Gates Redline belt. Step 3, perform 2 10 to 15 minute heat cycles, giving it easy throttle on flat ground. Then, you're gonna repeat for the second heat cycle.
The best part, the process is so simple and easy, it really helped us with our competitiveness.
Yep.
We're down here with Haley Boodle. She just got done practicing out there, and you just got done washing that car. How awesome that Mid-America has wash bays so you can wash in between practice and your race.
Oh, it's great, because then you don't have to worry about bringing your own pressure washing machine. You just come right by after you get done running and just clean your car off at any given point. These pressure washers are very high powered too. They're not electric, so it also gets all the sticky mud off as well.
And then you know, it gets the car all clean, so when you're working on it, it's not falling in your face. You can actually see what's going on with the car, and you can physically see if you have any issues. So it's just another added amenity here at Mid-America Outdoors.
Yes, sir. It's a really great complex out here. It's the best place I've ever raced at. You got a store over here if you ever need anything. You got this to clean your buggies off, which is a huge convenience because anywhere you go, there's never really a nearby water hose or a spigot to even rinse them off. So it's nice to get your buggy all clean, to show them off, and just to have a really good racing going.
And we're here for Memorial Weekend, and we just opened the pool, so you can wash your buggy here and then go hop in the pool and rinse off and have a little fun.
Yeah, I'm excited for the pool. I mean, it's the first time it's been open, right?
Yeah. For this year, yeah.
Oh yeah, so I'm really excited to go in that and rinse myself off as well as this.
Yeah, we got that lazy river. You know, we saw all the kids out there playing on that the lily pads and all that. It's going to be a lot of fun. The splash pad's been action. The car wash, I mean, it's been lined up all day after practice. So again, you know, it'll be fun to see out there on the track. And you're racing 2 classes, right? Give us a quick rundown on that.
Yes, sir. I'm running the Expert NA and the Women's NA, and I've raced both of these classes since last year at Memorial Day. We're from South Carolina, so we come out here when we can. And last race in the Expert, I had a little rough start, and we hope to have a better start this time.
Well, Haley, best of luck to you all weekend long, and we'll see how it shakes out, but it's going to be a lot of fun out there.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Well, thanks, Haley. We'll see how it shakes out. Back to you guys.
Somebody who's super familiar with Mid-America Outdoors, Zach. Zach, this is your second season. You've already got done with practice today. Obviously, the weather is beautiful. How are the track conditions right now for you?
Track conditions are good. Got a little bit of moisture from the rain we had this week, and really looking forward to getting out there and doing something tomorrow.
Well, racing can be a serious sport, but sometimes we can get stuck in our heads. What is the one thing that you do or that your spotter does if you feel like you're stuck in your head to kind of get out of it?
Every once in a while, you just have to maybe almost crash, and then you're like, whoa, all right, calm down and let's go again, you know. But no, you really just try to stay in a groove and just try to push, so.
And talking about that, they've implemented some new things out there from round 2 to round 3 that were here. And they've changed up the schedule a little bit. It's a 3-day race weekend. You've got practice, then you've got the heats, and then the mains. With that being said, you've got a full 24 hours after you race to kind of really dissect and see what's going on and maybe change some clutching if need be. But obviously, having a great set of tires is where it's at always.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to put the power to the ground, and that's the most crucial thing. You can have the best car out here without good tires, you're not going anywhere. So yeah, we're glad to have Maxxis, and they work really well out here. So.
And talking about that with Maxxis and everything, obviously we all know about grooving. Is there a specific grooving style? You don't have to give away all your secrets though, but is there a specific grooving style that you have to do for these Maxxis tires to really hook up?
Well, my secret is my tire groover is in the trailer in the box, brand new still. And I've never used it, but I've got one.
I just love all your jokes. You're like, you know what, Tiffany? I'm going to be serious, but not serious at all. And I love it. Well, Zach, best of luck to you. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. Hopefully your tire groover doesn't have to come out, but now you know Zach's secrets. Back up to you guys.
Thank you.
All right, we are back in right, 1K. Let's call those names out for them one more time. Carson Bell, RJ Trimblay, Felix Enriquez, Riley, Rowdy Speed, Joshua Ware, Jake Lee, Kyle Woodbine, Ryder Van Beek, back out there in that American flag song. And there's the Garden Fairway. All coming up to 1K action. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. We're gonna have a good race right here. All of these kids that are racing this class have experienced the younger classes and the other cars. So they know the course, they know the racing. They are ready to get these things going. They're lining them up down there right now and staging, and we'll be ready to go with that in just a minute. Tell them a little bit, if you're just tuning back in with us, about what went down at the Pro NA.
And Pro NA was a banger. We watched Tom Pruitt and Kyle Holmes now. Both of the guys got taken on the good thing is, most of them are going to be okay. As long as they're making back to work today, and we really have tomorrow. Today, just exciting. Lots of great races.
There's no doubt about it. It is going to be a really fun day of racing tomorrow. We've saw battles in every single class. There's been, field and wheel action. We've had, unfortunately, we've had a few accidents. Everybody's fine. Everybody's been good.
Anybody out there, we have a little accident. Got that rider, driver all taken care of. Well, I just got a text message from his dad with a picture of them, and he's in his fire suit. He's all good, and he's dead. I'm ready to race tomorrow.
Yep, 100% ready to race, and that just goes to show you these kids are the real deal, man.
Everybody out here's tough.
They are tough. They are definitely tough, and I'm here to be sitting in this seat and watching this. I'm just honored.
Me too.
I'm just honored to be here, man.
Every time I come up here, it's such a privilege.
Yes.
To get the opportunity, by this amazing team out here at Mid-America to let me and you come out here and talk all the noise we can and be the.
Can you believe they do it?
I still don't know why they trust us.
All right.
If
you can see on the screen now, they're down there in staging. You got everybody lined up. Looks like we're going to have 2 waves of 5 is the way it looks like it's shaking out, or maybe a 4 on the front row and then 5. But either way, there's 10 total signed up in this class registered for the Youth 1K. So in this class, being 1K, these cars will all be naturally aspirated.
Yep.
And these cars will be pretty fairly matched, even-wise.
Yep.
And then, of course, these are definitely going to be your youth, so that should be anything under 18.
Yep.
All right. We are ready to go, just moments away. If you've got a second, take a moment. Like our pages, share everything that you see, help us get the message out, help us grow the sport. Oh, they're off.
Carson Vale. Look at him. I'm telling you right now, if you're in one of those cars that's not out in front through that stuff, you just got a face full.
Yeah, 100% you did.
Tear-offs are being pulled right now.
Yeah,
Carson Vale, we saw him earlier. Look, he's on the gas again. Look at that. Looks like, was that RJ Tremblay maybe trying to make the move?
Yeah, it does appear to be that way. We'll know in just a minute as we get our live leaderboard up. It'll pop up on that screen after the completion of lap 1.
There you see some of the big sponsors out here for us. Super ATV, Ultimax, Oklahoma Ford Dealer Association, Raceline, MRT Tires there on the flag.
Yeah, these guys are absolutely letting it rip down the back stretch right here. I love the RS1s and the way the fender flares come off those things. They look so mean.
They do. Look at Carson Vale right there. He's the guy that's showing us how to come out here with a bunch of style. Earlier we saw him with his pink and blue car. Now he's in his green and black car, both of them all flamed out. He's always looking sharp, trying to make a statement out there.
Yeah.
And he's doing it right now. He did it earlier. Now he's back in this Youth 1K race. And he, no stranger to the front. He's out there right now. And it looks like Lennox Smiley running in that second spot. Smiley family, one of my favorites out here. That's one of the coolest things, right? Like, we get to come out here and hang out, but what I have really enjoyed about coming out here, this is, we're round 3 of the second season for me, is the families, man. Like, I've made some friends out here, getting to talk about their kids and their husbands and their wives and all that stuff. But I've made a lot of friends out here that, they're not just racetrack friends, man. They're awesome people. It's a great group out here racing at Mid-America. So
100%. It's a family. You just get in here and you just get entangled in everybody's lives, and everybody is literally, family's the only word for what you become.
100%. Yeah, for sure. Jason and Gayla have always made me feel as comfortable as I probably could possibly be when I come up here. So they're great. Look at that. Just look at the facility. Look at the shot you're getting. If you're at home watching right now, check this place out right there. Youth 1K action. Carson Vale out front. On the gas there, you see those lap times on your leaderboard on the left of the screen. Carson with a 2:08 on the track right there. So he's definitely flying. Lots of good information coming up on there. You see, there is Tremblay. Tremblay's with looks like he's got a 2:21 on there, so a little bit slower lap time for Tremblay. Lincoln Smiley there, running in that 4th spot. Looks like he just dropped back. We're going to figure it out as they come around. Youth 1K, good stuff. What's up? What are you doing over there?
Man, I'm just over here. I'm over here. I'm calling in my bookies, trying to play some bets. I got the Pro Turbo Heat coming up.
You do? Who you taking?
I'm going to go for somebody we haven't been talking about a whole lot. There's a guy on here we haven't talked a whole lot about, but it's Mr. Kyle Cheney.
Ooh.
Kyle Cheney in the house.
Heavy hitter. Heavy hitter right there.
We've been going back and forth, talking about Scott Champion, talking about the new entry with Cash LaCroix in it. But,
I can't believe you didn't take Cash. That's your boy.
Cash.
How you not going to take Cash?
Man.
Let me find out Scott got in your head, too. Now you're starting to call him Crash.
Scott gave me $20 to not pick Cash.
Okay, all right. The hustle continues.
Man, that shot right there just showing how massive this facility and this track is. Look at how beautiful that dirt is. It has just held up wonderfully today. We just saw the water trucks go out there for the first time today and do a little watering, which is pretty amazing because we've already made it through 10 rounds of racing.
That's right. And we still got a few more to go. Right now we're in that Youth 1K. We got Women's NA coming up next. And you know what? This is super cool. I don't think I've done a race here yet where we had this many women to where we're running a Women's NA moto and a Women's Turbo moto. It's a totally separate race. They're not double gated this time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
100%.
I love seeing the ladies come out here and race.
The
They're faster
race
than
that I
me.
want to see Bree Seek and Josie Watkins, the 237 and the 431. I want to watch them go at it again. But this weekend we also have the 774 of Shayla Broker.
Oh, yeah. I follow the Brokers on social media. They do a lot of racing, a lot of different types of racing. They go to everything. So.
Well, I got a little bit of inside information from Josh with 5 Star Tuning. He has been doing some work and got that car tuned up. It's going to be a fast car as she comes out the gate.
Yep. Right now, all the Youth 1K action out on the track. Carson Vale, Ryder Van Beekum, and Jace Leach running in your 1, 2, and 3 positions.
And then you got Tremblay back there. Looked like he was in the 4th spot.
Tremblay on the gas also. He's running in that 4th spot. He'll get back up there. This Youth 1K, it's a fast group of drivers right here. So
you may have already told me, but how old is Carson?
I believe Carson just turned 16, right?
16, so he's doubling down in a couple classes too.
Yeah, absolutely. Carson celebrated a birthday. I saw him recently. His dad got him a big new diesel truck. He's all about rolling coal now. So he's been posting on social media lots of funny stuff. Carson's an extremely fast driver. I wouldn't expect him to drive anything slow.
Rolling coal, nothing slow.
Yeah, that's right. RJ Tremblay looking good out there. So is the Smiley brother. Well, it looks like we may have one Smiley lap down. Maybe he had some issues out there.
Oh, man, he got a little squirrely over here on this back side. I was just looking back over here on the track before the race line jump. I don't know if he's lost something or maybe a flat tire, but that car was all over the track. I'm here to tell you.
There's Carson Vale right there on screen.
It was Carson got a little squirrely over there. He's going hard. racing out there kind of in a league of his own at the moment.
Yep.
He is pushing that car to everything it's got. What's the lap times? We got any lap times on Carson?
Yeah, we do.
Right
I can tell you this. Carson is, let's see, his fastest lap. Check this out. So Carson's fastest lap, you guys see him on the live feed there, is a 208.8. Ryder Van Beekem is a 206.
Wow.
So we're about to see what can happen here.
It's anybody's race.
The good thing for Carson is Carson's got a little bit of a gap, so he's got some comfort zone there.
He's got clean air in front of him. Nobody's slinging dirt all over him. He's got that.
Vision's perfect.
Yep.
Fire suit still looks good.
Yeah.
He's ready for a podium.
Teeth are clean.
Yeah, he's all good. All good.
If he's got a sponsor hat riding with him, it's clean.
Yep, he's ready. Him and his dad are probably having a conversation right now. You know what? I don't know if you remember this. Carson provides some of the best entertainment ever on the podium. Do you remember when we did podiums up there by the bounty course and he stepped to the top spot and fell off?
That's right. Hey, listen, when I used to race, I used to take my sponsor's hat that I was going to wear on the podium, and just to kind of keep myself knowing that I had a goal, I'd take that hat and I would put it on the passenger side, and I would, latch it on to the hold bar or maybe on the roll cage, and I always tell myself, it's my job not only to get on the podium, but it's my job to keep that hat clean.
Right.
So if I stayed out front, I kept my sponsors happy by two ways. One, I made it on the podium, and two, I got on there with a clean hat.
I like that plan. That's a good one
I got on there with a lot of dirty hats.
Yeah.
I crawled in that 3-hole a few times with a dirty hat.
Hey, you know what? You were on the box, though, and that's pretty awesome. So
I did it. I did a lot of racing in my younger days, had a lot of fun. I don't know. You may see me back out here. I may have to get in on some of this
make a return.
over 40 action.
That's
I got
right.
a few years. I'm not quite as old as you.
I'm still trying. Well, yeah, you're right. I'm still trying to figure out when they're going to let me and you get in a 170 with mics that we can announce while we race with these kids. We didn't got to win. I just want to run around and wave at them and talk to them.
The unfortunate part of that is we couldn't win if we wanted to.
I agree with you on that.
Those kids are too fast.
They are fast. Coach St. Peter, he'd probably put 10 laps on us before we did one.
You're probably right, but I tell you what, I could probably get in there and teach him a little bit about rubbing his racing.
That's right.
I might just give him a little lesson in that, and he'll carry that on with him.
Yes, he will. That's that wisdom that comes with age and all the years of racing you
with
put in
age
there.
comes
That's
a
right.
cage. I heard you say that yesterday.
I did. Scott Champion, he's a prime example. Age comes a cage. He went from 2 wheels to 4 wheels and a harness and a cage.
He was racing Supercross last year.
Yep.
He was out here jumping with the stunt team.
Yep, freestyle
and
show.
now he's a UTV racer.
Full blown,
What's next?
There's no telling with that guy.
What's next?
I heard he's pretty good at racing that Partzilla Sprinter van.
I'd like to do some racing out here. Y'all can tell us at home what you think. I'd like to do a race where we have some trucks and we pull boats or campers behind us.
I think that would be an amazing idea.
Why don't we make it happen?
I think we should.
At Visions, we're going to have a demo derby.
Dude, that's going to be super cool.
We're going to have a demo derby.
Do you have a car set up for that?
I think we should get one and ride together.
I'm 1,000% in.
Who's driving?
I say we do one steering wheel in the middle, and you hold it with one hand, I'll hold it with the other.
I got you one better. Let's do it like the cruisers used to be in dirt track. I'll get the steering wheel, but you get the gas and brake.
Dude, I'm in. I'm so in. Like, what if we – have you ever seen the rickshaw races?
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking all that stuff. Like,
we should have some fun. But the cool thing about Mid-America is we're always about the fun factor.
We are.
Doing something different. And, hey, we'll give anything a try. See how it goes.
Yeah, at least once.
At least twice.
Yeah, well, okay, twice. I'm in.
We'll always write the first one off if it's a fluke.
We could have made some mistakes on the first one, so we'll do it again.
That's right.
Carson Vale.
So these guys out here, everybody today, all heats are 5 laps. And it looks like even on Pro Turbo today, we're going to keep their race to 5 laps.
5 laps. And then when we go to the mains, we're going to bump those pros up just a little bit. Oh.
We're going to see, because this race, we have so many different things going, there could be adjustments made in some of those areas.
Absolutely.
And we'll just have to see what that pans out to be.
It's going to be one of those things. I mean, we got so much going on out here. We've been talking about this all day. Short courses going right now. Here in Little Ball, we got pit bike. After that, we've got the hill climb. We've got concerts tonight. They got multiple venues inside this park that you can go hang out at. So you can either go to the pool and hang out and have live music. You can go to Coconuts and have live music. They've got a food truck park. So there's a lot of things. So scheduling here is always one of the toughest things for us, right? Because one thing runs over and dives into another thing. But the team out here doing a great job. We got some big highlight events that we want to make sure are spotlighted. And right now the short course is that event. Youth 1K wrapping up. Carson Vale taking the top spot. Ryder Van Beekum in that second position, and Jace Leach in third.
Well, I'm here to tell you that was a good race. It's really no surprise to me. Carson Vale runs a good race every time he hits the track. He ran a clean race. He got a little squirrely on a few of these turns, but he pretty much just laid the smack down.
He did.
All right, we have got
Miss
a interview queued up. I'm ready to see if we can send it over there.
Wonder if he's got his man bun on right now.
It does look like she's over there with Carson. Let's send it to Tiffany.
All right, Carson, it's been a great day so far of racing. Walk me through how it was for that heat race for you.
It was actually pretty slick, really rough. It just took a little bit to get used to. It took the first lap or two to get used to it, so it was really wet.
Well, talking about that, this weekend here at MAO is a little bit different. We're going to have 2 days of racing. Normally you have your heat race and then your main right away after that, but that gives you a full day to kind of really get prepped. Are you going to make any changes to the car?
Honestly, not for my other car, but this car feels like there's something wrong with the left rear, so we're going to have to look into that and get that fixed out.
All right. Well, and going into tomorrow, we should have some cooler weather once again. The sun should be out for you. Does that change your driving style when you know that there was rain earlier in the week that let everything settle into the track, and then, of course, we have cooler today with some sun tomorrow?
I mean, not really. These Hoosier Bites grip up amazing for any kind of track weather or track type, so they grip up.
Awesome. Well, best of luck to you, Carson. I'm going to let you get out there. You know the pool's open this weekend for Memorial Day weekend. Get yourself out there, buddy. We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah. Awesome. Back up to you guys.
My man, Carson Vale.
Oh,
another cool interview. All the flames looking sharp out there, getting that top spot.
You know, he was pretty calm and collected considering he just blasted around that race course. But he did actually make a comment. He said something was wrong with the back left tire.
So now we know.
But that's why he was getting squirrely in some of these turns. So something either may be loose or maybe air pressure's not right, maybe suspension. He'll get that checked out. I promise you, when he comes out and he's ready to actually run in the main, he's going to be on point.
That car will be dialed, no question about it.
No
he'll be ready
doubt.
to get right back out of the front. But I'm just glad he kept his helmet on. I was really not digging the man bun last night. What do you think about that thing?
Yeah. I'm not a big.
I like Carson's full-blown locks of love.
Well, he's sponsored by Pantene Pro V as well, so he's got to let that thing fly on podiums in certain places as part of his contract.
Yep.
Herbal Essence wanted him, but Pantene just came in a little stronger.
Man, yeah. I mean, it's the scent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I smelled him last night when he came in.
Yeah, it's great.
I thought it was a cute girl, and then I was like,
no,
never mind.
It's Carson. Yeah, everybody's buying him drinks, and they turn around like, oh, wait.
Sorry, man. Yeah.
Oh, that's Carson.
He's like that dude. You're driving down the highway, and you see that car with the hair blowing, and you're like, oh, look at this babe. I'm going to pull up. And then you pull up, and the dude's like, hey, man, what's up?
Yeah, it's just Carson. He goes, hey. Well, we've been having a good bit of fun out here, and we still got some more fun coming with you as we're going to move into some women's turbo, and we're going to move into that coming up just after the women's NA. So women's NA is staging right now, and like I told you, I love this class. I hope Josie's out here in the 237 because her and Breesig, the last battle was epic. They did it both times they come out. I want to watch it again today, so hopefully we're going to get to see that battle.
Yeah, I'm pumped. Women's NA coming up right now. It's super cool. We got 13 drivers in that women's NA, and then we got 8 in women's turbo, so we're splitting them up today. We're going to let them run separate, not double gating them. It's going to be some good racing. I'm
going to run through these names for you.
Do it.
Ashley Rowden, Shayla Broker, Michelle Patiska. Man, they struggling right out the gate. They
we'll
got
work
me.
together.
All right,
we'll work together.
All right. Brooklyn Singleton, Holly Mulligan, Josie Watkins, Caitlin Helms, Haley Boodle, Bree Seek, Jocelyn Ware, Paige Luke Meyer,
yep,
Alyssa Graham, and Kaylee McGuire.
That's right.
All right, that's a stacked-up class. That's 13, so we'll probably have a heat of 6 and 7 if I had to assume.
Probably, yep. We're going to double gate them 2 waves. But, you know, one of the coolest things that's happened for me out here is I've had the moms and dads and everybody out here to help me learn all the names. I mean, the hardest thing for me was coming up here and learning some of these names of towns that are up here. The bakers, they come and tell me everything. Like if I ever mispronounce anything that has to do with the name of an Oklahoma city or the name of their kids, I had to get right. I was about to get killed over that one, I think.
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome, man. Everybody helps us out. We appreciate that.
Well, on the side of the Baker's cars, it doesn't say Team Baker.
It says
Team
Bacco.
BACCO.
Yeah.
That looks like Baco to me for some reason.
We sounded it out. We thought we had it right.
And I was saying Baco at
Yeah.
Visions, and I had a family member. She kind of assaulted me. I'm just going to be honest. I got slapped in the back of the head. Just, hey,
very
get it right.
persuasive.
Yeah, it felt a little mafia style.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but, up here they kind of are like the mafia.
Yeah,
They run this place.
I mean, the Bakers, they're fast. They got that whole team over there on rails. So, but I'm excited. The women's NA class looks like they're getting lined up and ready. I'm pumped to see that. That's going to be taking off from the gate here in just a minute. So right now, take your pick. Who are you going to take?
Breeseek, 431.
Breeseek, 431.
Followed by either the 237 or the 774 of Shayla Broker.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going with Brooklyn Singleton, my Team 360 driver.
So Brooklyn is fast too.
Brooklyn is fast. Here we go right now.
Man.
Headed down the starting line. We're all wrenching our heads around to see this. The women NA.
Right. Look at that. Out front.
I can't even see who that is. See all the dirt on that car?
That is 237.
237. Oh, we got a little spin out.
Josie Watkins.
The 15. Moving in that second position. There's the 15, Ashley Rowden.
Yeah. So that's your first wave. So we'll be releasing a second wave here in a minute. Looks like this car got back going.
Hey, I want to bring something up real fast. We got Ashley Rowden in that second position. You remember last weekend we had a lot of talks with Ashley and her mom, Crystal, right?
That's right.
Well, Crystal had some surgery on her knee, I believe, or something like that, and I don't think she's out here racing this weekend, so we want to wish her a speedy recovery.
Yes.
Get her back out here racing with us. Always have a good time with them. Remember we were trying to pawn them off. We were trying to make a bet with them.
Yes.
When the mom and daughter raced each other.
The daughter whooped her
Somebody
down.
was going to have to cook, and somebody was going to have to do, what was it, homework? Or, I can't remember what it was.
The daughter didn't have to do nothing.
Nothing.
She took it to the
She
house.
won it. She said, guess what, Mom? I'm hanging out for a week.
Oh, Gus Fisher on the course letting it eat. Look at him. That's a women's class, Gus. Got to get you off there, buddy. Gus, get out of the race.
I mean.
All right, he got off the race
he pulled out of the way there.
So,
that's good.
Unfortunately, Breeseek took a rollover, if you remember,
Yep.
in that other race she was racing.
Yep.
She didn't even leave the start line, so I'm already wrong. So that's going to move possibly. Josie Watkins will become my new first pick, which is good for me because she got the whole shot.
Well, you're exactly right. Josie's out front. Ashley Rowden in second. It looks like Caitlin Helms is running in that third position right now.
Well, let's see where the 774 of Shayla Broker is.
It looks like she's number 6 right now on the track.
Okay. She's going to be coming out here. We got a lot of race. Remember, this is
Lot
5
of
laps.
racing.
That's a lot of racing.
Yep.
That's over 10 miles.
10 miles of racing. That's and that I'm telling you right now, this is a workout.
Yeah, 100%.
Like there's nothing easy about this.
No, I've been out here even when it's cold, and these guys, when they pull out and they peel that race suit off, they're sweating.
Steamy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steamy's a nice word for that.
Steaming.
All right, here they come.
I was cracking up laughing at them last night. There was a couple of guys up here. I said, hey, man, you guys just going to stand here in the heat in your Ghostbusters outfits or what? 237. Josie Watkins still leading the charge. Keeping that car nice and clean out front. There's the 15 of Ashley Rowden. Great drone shot coming down the hill.
It looks like Shayla Broker has moved into
109.
fifth. Yeah, Shayla's moved into 5th.
109's Holly Mulligan. Great shot of Holly right there going up that hill.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Look at how cool that looks, man. These guys with these drones, man, they're something special. I saw them flying that drone through coconuts the other night.
Oh, yeah, they can do anything with it.
Haley Boodle. Looks like Haley Boodle's moved up into that second position.
Look at them
we got
coming
some racing
here.
going on right now. $100%. These women drive these things hard, and like I said, the
what you could grade them against as far as what the men do is half of them race with the men.
Exactly.
Yeah, they double down. They get to race their race, and then they also get to participate, if they choose, in the other classes as well.
Yeah, a good example coming up here in just a minute, we're going to get to see in that women's turbo, we're going to see Kendra Hoop. Kendra Hoop will come out here all the time. She'll run women's turbo, and she'll run expert turbo.
She also had a sub-driver last time we were out here. Do you remember that?
Right. Well, they got this cool thing that they're doing called teams.
Yeah.
And so that was something – because you remember Lacey Tewksbury and Aliana Baker are on a team.
That's right. So these people, they got the teams that's going on, so there's sub-drivers that can jump in those classes, and that's a really great part of the program, too. And it allows, if you're got schedule conflicts or if you don't want to buy 2 cars, you can double in and – you can race a heat, you can race a mains, you can do it a bunch of different ways, and it just allows more racing, more involvement.
Absolutely. And the thing to keep in mind is all these people that are racing out here, they go home, they have normal lives. They got to go to work, they got to get kids to school, they got to do all the things, right? 100%. So sometimes, you said it best, scheduling just becomes an issue. So it's awesome to have that person that you can designate as your teammate beginning a season. And you guys are going to win the championship together if you make it to the end. So
there
really never is a time where you're like, oh, man, I'm going to go around down because I can't be there. You got that person to help you every time.
And the teamwork and the camaraderie that comes out of that, you can see it in the pits. You see it behind the scenes. And, man, it's just really fun to watch all the people work together. And I get excitement just going through the pits.
Yeah.
This morning we were hanging out with people. You were hanging out with some of the 360 racers. I saw you, and I was going around seeing some of the youth guys. And, man, just the excitement, that build-up. And today's the heats. Tomorrow, that's amplified times 10.
Big time. Big time. Yeah, I mean, these guys right now, this is an opportunity for them to go out and race today, kind of get the track dialed, know exactly what they're going to do tomorrow. It's also another opportunity, to kind of shake down the car. The nice thing about having a heat one day and a main the next day is if you break, you can fix it. You got time.
We just had a leader change, or not a leader, but a top 3 change right there. 3rd and 4th place just switched spots as Helms went into the 3rd place.
Helms got around Boodle. Boodle looks like having a problem, maybe dropping back because Mulligan's made the pass also.
Yeah, but also Broker fell back during that process too. Broker could have moved into 4th.
There's Brooklyn Singleton running in that 7th position.
So it looks like Broker moved back into 5th, but Mulligan did make the move and got around them, so she'll be running down Helms.
Trying to get up there. Everybody wants to be on the podium spot. Everybody wants to be up there on that podium, so there's no quitting any of these drivers. I'm telling you, Caitlin's going to try to get around Haley. Well,
it is important, though, that you don't tear the car or go too far in the heats.
You can't. But, this goes back to what we were saying. One of the coolest things is, on a big race weekend here at MAO like this, you've got a ton of vendors and sponsors that are here that have parts. The Pro Shop, is stock. There's, the people that are here will help out anybody here. So
Ultimax is on
site.
Ultimax,
Max
is on
Max
site. 5-star tuning.
Raceline wheels.
Raceline wheels.
Yeah, like everybody's here.
Yeah, we've got all kind of support, and that's growing each time as well.
Yep. Basically, if you're not here, we hope you're watching at home. And we hope you want to be here for Visions or for the next race or any race. We just want you to be here.
So we've got an awesome race coming up in June and rodeo and everything that's going to be coming up then. And then we got Visions.
Yep.
Then we still have more fun in the back half of the year as we're going to go into our August and Labor Day events. And then we got our Halloween. And we got Legends.
Yep. Legends of the Fall. That's going to be sick.
Yeah, we've got a lot going on. It's going to be really fun. But the cool thing about this is when you start talking about these next events, I don't want you guys at home thinking about trying to choose one. What I actually want you to do is try to figure out how to get to all of them.
Every one of them. All of them. It's the only place to be. Basically, this is the way I feel about it. If you're not
Man, are you okay?
There is some distracting factors going on right in front of me right now.
There's some awesome action right in front of you, man.
Right, awesome action. Oh, man.
And it's cold out here.
It's a happy dance.
Nah, it's not really cold out here. Sun's actually come out. It's a little overcast. We still got the pool open. Coconuts will be open. We've got live music tonight. We're going to have people shaking that thing.
Ooh.
They're going to be out there.
I mean, I kind of feel like, we should do like a stroll through the pool one day in our own custom like Mid-America Speedos.
Yeah.
just to get everybody on the same level as us.
100%, man.
It's setting the bar for what the rest of the night's going to look like.
That is right. All right, so what lap are we coming into right here?
Looks like they're on their third. It looks like Josie Watkins out front, Ashley Rowden in second, Haley Boodle in third. This is going to be your women's NA division.
These girls are letting it eat.
The ladies.
Shouldn't call them girls because there's a wide range here. You do
There
have
is.
some that are maybe in a classification in a younger age called a girl, but there's grown women out here too. And they're really, really pushing these cars hard.
The ladies of MAO Short Course Series.
All
They
right,
don't play around.
Look, Boodle has moved back up. Boodle has moved back up and got back around Mulligan and Broker.
In that fourth position. Top three, no big changes there. Josie Watkins turning in some heaters of lap times with a 2:11.3 fastest time for Josie, fastest lap. Ashley Rowden in that second spot with a 2:13. So Josie's turning and burning right now. She's trying to get to that checkers. She wants to make it happen.
100%, and for you at home, maybe you just tuned in, you don't understand how the racing works. Today is important. This is what sets you up and how you get your gate pick and your start for the main events tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Tomorrow, they'll start everybody, whether there's enough for just one gate session or two, they'll stack them in there.
Everybody's
lines,
going at once.
Send them. And
So
it gets
that's
crazy.
You're exactly right. That's why, and every racer we talked to last night in the pits talked about how important it was to get that start. You got to get the start. And once you get out front, you can literally control a lot of what's going on out there.
And how you're seeded in this, you actually get to pick it.
Yep.
You can actually, if you're the first seed, you roll down there.
You pick
and say,
where you
Andy
want.
Slate, you go where you want. Next guy goes down, or girl, I should say, and they pick where they want.
That's
and
exactly
then it just
right.
goes down the line, and that's how it works.
Yeah, today's a very important day. Tomorrow's an even bigger day. A lot of these guys out here last night, we were talking to Scott. Scott's leading the points in Pro Turbo. He's definitely all about. And hey, I heard this earlier. I don't know if this is actually going to happen. Sorry to cut my thought off there, but I was looking at my list, and what I heard earlier was that Scott champion Kyle Chaney and Cody Martin were all in the same heat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I'm not sure.
That should be interesting.
Yeah. So we're going to get to see some heavy hitters in that one for sure. But you know what? I mean, we can sit here and say that, right? We can sit here and say, well, that's a heavy heat. Like, heat one's going to be tough,
They're
all
all
that.
fast.
But then you look at the list, and it's like, okay, so what are you going to do with Corey Willis and Jeb Boodle and Zach Beavers and Ryan Tewksbury, Kanan Baker, Jordan Berza, Cash, Jeff Hughes. There's a ton of Austin Vanover. Like, this is going to be – guys, if you can't tell already at home that we're getting hyped for this Pro Turbo coming up here shortly.
Yeah, it's going to be a battle. And, I didn't pick Cash. Like you said, I didn't pick him to win, but I'm still excited to see what he does.
I am too.
And it mixes it up for everybody. A new racer coming into that pro class mixes it up.
I think everybody knows, Scott is one of my homies, and I have a great time calling races for him. But at the same time, Cash has become one of my favorite dudes out here. I'm from Alabama, Cash from Alabama. His dad, he's awesome. So it's kind of cool. I like hanging out with him because it kind of takes me back home a little bit.
There you go. You never know in Alabama the way it works down there with hereditary stuff.
Don't
Y'all
even.
are probably
Don't
family.
even. Oh, man, don't even.
Everybody's kin in Alabama,
well,
right?
I thought Georgia was worse than that.
Okay, all right, you got me.
You
got me. Billy's back up top.
Billy.
The race commander. All right, so listen, I'd like to send it down back to the pits. Who do we got in the pits?
Miles, what you got for us, Miles?
We are trackside with Mrs. Josie Watkins. Another great run out there. This is your second time on the track today. Anything different out there, or is the track still holding up great?
The track still feels pretty great. There's quite a few wet spots, but other than that, the track's amazing.
And look at the smile. You've been out there having so much fun. I asked you earlier, what was your favorite part about outside the racetrack? You're like, I live, eat, and breathe this, and that smile shows it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I've been putting hours and hours into this car, just trying to get it together, and we finally have a good run, so I'm just excited for tomorrow.
I love seeing it. Like I said, you're pulling double duty, so you run 2 heats today, 2 mains tomorrow. Anything you're going to change up on the car, or is it feeling pretty good?
Honestly, it feels pretty good. I might try a different tire setup, but other than that, everything feels great on the car.
That's awesome. So are you going to enjoy some of the America Pro Rock bouncing tonight?
Definitely. I only come here for that.
All in good fun. The Mid-America Outdoor crew has done an amazing job all week long getting everything put together, and the smile on your face says it all.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Well, Josie Watkins, congratulations. Another great run. We'll see how it all shakes out tomorrow. But all in good fun. We'll send it back up to the booth.
All right. Well,
Thanks,
we
Miles.
are already sitting on the line with our women's turbo.
Ooh.
All right. I read the other names. It's your turn this time. Tell me who we got.
Ben Anai, Jennifer Mayo, Kendra Hoop, Marissa Smith, Crystal Rowden, Lacey Tewksbury, Morgan Vanover, and Katie Thomas.
So Lacey's actually racing today, correct?
I believe Lacey is racing because last time
That's right.
Aliana ran the car.
That's correct.
So she's going to jump in it today. I've seen Lacey here this weekend, and I'm sure she's excited to get out there.
And
She's
now-
got that super bright pink Crown off-road racing car. You can't miss it.
Do you think Chad Mayo took the race suit off and let his wife wear it, or is she wearing his?
That's a tough one. I don't know. And I hadn't seen him around here.
Yeah, I think.
I bet she's wearing his race suit.
Probably.
Because I bet her race suit
Whoa,
is
here we
nasty.
go. Wow, they just
Headed
left
this
the
way.
line. Look at that, coming off the line strong. All right, let's see who we got coming out front right here.
That looks like the number 6. There's 917, Kendra Hoop. That's the 6 of Morgan Vanover leading the way right now. But Kendra Hoop, she's looking to make a move right there.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, we got one down. The number 44 car of Ben Anai. Looks like.
Oh, back up
okay,
going.
all right, got that car back going.
Women's Turbo right now. All the action out on the track.
I think something's definitely still wrong with Benna's car. Maybe an axle is pulling a little funny.
Is that Gus back out there? Who is that?
Gus
out there?
has entered
Why
every
why
woman's
is he
race.
in all the ladies' races?
You know how Gus is, man. He's a womanizer. All right, so these girls are already made their way down the back stretch as they're about there. Oh, we've got a battle for first and second. We just got a leader change.
Pass made right there. You see him going up over the step up there. That's Kendra Hoop.
Kendra Hoop made
She's a Mid-America Outdoors ambassador. She's got it all over the car there, and you'll see her charge right to the front.
Well, you know, Morgan Vanover, I think she went a little wide, didn't realize maybe Kendra was so close to her. Kendra slid in there and took it right there in that back turn.
This is what we like to see, though. You got these two ladies out in front right here. They're both going to stay to that inside in that little split section there. But they're going to do some battling. I like to see this kind of racing from the ladies, especially this Women Pro Turbo division. Like, they got some really fast cars. Kendra Hoop showing us how it's done.
Yeah, Kendra's not afraid to send that thing as you see her just completely clear that tabletop.
She'll line up and bang with the boys. She is not worried about it. Put us on the expert class and, like, let's go.
Well, she definitely knows how to throw down, and I look for her to finish this race strong. Now, remember, 5 laps, just like all the others. There is a ton of racing left as they just started their second lap.
There it is right there coming through that MRT finish line. There you see Morgan Vanover.
Kendra's starting to put a little bit of a gap right there.
We're getting yeah, look at there. There's Lacey Tewksbury.
All right, so Lacey has
car.
moved into third.
Yep. Katie Thomas in that 4th position. Marissa Smith in the top 5.
100%. Oh, Lacey Tewksbury slowed down a lot right there. We got them stacking in. Look at the 3-4-5 battle right there.
Yeah, that's a tight one. And it looks like that's Lacey, Katie Thomas, and Marissa Smith.
So Katie dove to the inside. Lacey went a little further outside on that and pushed through.
All in a line, headed up.
All right.
Look at that racing right there.
All right, watch them in this turn. This turn, look at that. Going outside. Not going to be enough. It may be. Nope.
Oh, closes the door. Lacey gets the good drive coming down the hill. She's going to be out in front, but that's a battle. Look. Did you see that brake check right there?
Man, it's
Put on the brakes, slow them down, and then give it the gas and let you get a little bit of a distance.
Hey, you got to protect the car. We
Gotta
got a lot
protect
of racing.
Yep. I'm going to tell you this right now. If you guys are at home, we got a treat for you coming up next. Pro Turbo.
Yes, we
is
definitely
our
do,
next
but you
race.
still got time to share this feed.
Share it.
Right now. Share
Everybody.
it on your social media. Get the message out there. We get as many viewers as we can and grow awareness and grow the sport.
Yeah, if you're at work right now and you got a TV, turn it on at work. We want everybody watching it wherever you are.
Yeah, we got all of our great marketing partners and sponsors, park sponsors, racing sponsors. Tell me a few of them.
Man, they are the best in the game. The Oklahoma Ford dealers, Evolution Power Sports, Fuel Works, Gates G-Force Belts, High Lifter, HMF Racing, Maxxis Tire, Moto Race Tire, MRT, Nitto Tire, Polaris, Raceline Wheels, Rigid Industries, Rugged Race Radios, Super ATV, the Off-Road Syndicate, TMX, Texas Motor Works, Ultimax Belts, and 360 Wraps.
Man,
that's a long list.
That's a long list
of
It's
really
a lot of
awesome
support
companies.
And top tier.
Yeah.
All of them are premium companies.
Absolutely. So if you guys are at home, you're watching, go give all these companies a follow on social media. While you're at it, if you haven't already done it, smash that follow button for Mid-America Outdoors on Facebook, social media, everything, and go download the app. That'll keep you up to speed on all the events, everything we got going on out here.
Well, you can also get that app, and when you're here in the park, it's kind of like your guide.
It is.
Walks you through everything, and if
Yep.
you don't have it and you're at home, you can get on that app and you can realize how much fun you're missing.
Yep. And let me tell you, we've talked a lot today about the pool. You definitely want to come out here and stay and get to enjoy that pool. The pool here is awesome. The pool here is for guests that are staying at the park only. But that's all that's all they had to do for me, and I was like, I'll always stay here. Like,
100%.
Can
Why
I just
would you
get an
stay somewhere
address?
else?
Can I get an address at my cabin? Like,
I've been sending mail here just so I could go ahead and claim that I live here, and nobody can do nothing to me. So I changed my phone bill to here. Something simple.
yeah.
Yeah.
Might have to look into that myself.
Yeah.
Look at that coming down the hill right there. That
We got
Team
a battle.
360 car,
So
Jen
that
Mayo.
44 car, she has battled back.
Back
she
out.
had some problems at the beginning. Now you just keeps moving a little further in, and that looks like, is that Jennifer Mayo in front of her?
Jennifer Mayo, she's up there in front in that blue Team 360 car, possibly wearing Chad Mayo's racing suit. Definitely not his undergarments, but probably his racing suit.
Well,
We know Chad's wearing hers, though, and her racing suit.
100%. That's how he rolls.
Totally. Kendra Hoop, she is on the gas out there. Fastest lap on the track is Kendra with a 2:08.
2:08 is smoking it. That was
Smoking.
I believe when we were talking about Carson Vale earlier, that's the same lap time as Carson Vale, and
Yeah.
we know how fast he is.
Absolutely. She is one of the fastest ladies I've ever come across, as far as a driver. She'll jump in there, dice it up with the guys. And she's also just an amazing person, that whole family. Kendra is an ambassador out here for Mid-America Outdoors. There's several of them. Kanan Baker's one, a bunch of other guys and girls.
Cash is one.
Paul
Wolf.
Paul Wolf, yep.
Yeah.
So
Harley.
Yep, tons of them. I can't even keep up with them. There's so many of these people. But we're stoked to have them all. They're definitely our they're the best of the best out here. That's who gets to wear that patch, and they represent this park to the fullest. And there's a lot of those people, but this is the group we're running with right now. Women's Turbo, Kendra Hoop.
Well, I was watching them as they were coming around, and it looks like your second place car right now,
Morgan Vanover.
which is still Morgan Vanover. She's not really let Kendra pull further away. She's kind of holding her own. They kind of got to a place where Kendra's out there, but the gap is staying similar.
Well, between the two of them, Kendra Hoop and Morgan Vanover, they're running a 2:08 and a 2:12, so they're pretty close.
Something just
Pretty
happened
much
right here.
from third place back, everybody's in the 2:23s or higher.
It looks like Tewksbury just got overtaken as they come through that last section.
So, yeah, that would be Katie Thomas made the move.
So Katie Thomas has made the move, and Tewksbury's back into fourth.
Tewksbury bumps it back to fourth.
The car, she's not driving near as fast as earlier. She's taking different lines. I think they're
Maybe having an issue.
Maybe having an issue, maybe not. Maybe just conserving the car, but there's definitely something to be looked at in that situation there. As you can see, Kendra Hoop and them flying back towards us now.
Yeah, literally, she just flew that whole tabletop right there like it was nothing. What a shot, man. Look at that far section back there. You see that sweeper corner where the cars are going in? That awesome lake back there. Such a cool facility. I think every time I watch these overhead drone shots of the racing going on out here, I'm just blown away by this place. It is. It's definitely one in a million that you're getting to come out here and get all the stuff that this place has to offer and get the experience you get when you come out to Mid-America Outdoors. So we're really enjoying this. Women's Turbo, Kendra Hoop, Morgan Vanover, Katie Thomas, you're 1, 2, and 3 on the track. Lacey Tewksbury in that 4th position. Marissa Smith rounding out your top 5. Right on the bubble, that's Jen Mayo in that 519 in the 6th spot. Benna 9, 7th.
So Benna, she started out slow. Like she had to turn the car off, maybe lost power steering or something, turn it back on. And she's been picking away and battling right there. So proud of her staying with the race. It'd be easy just to pull off and quit, but they don't quit.
Nope, 0 quit. I've seen these ladies and guys out here. We talked about this earlier. I watched Kanan Baker last round run his car on 3 wheels wide open.
For 4 laps.
Never let off.
For 4 laps.
Never let off.
And finish.
I'm standing there with his dad, and his dad's looking at me like, oh, my God, I'm going to have so much work to do when I get done with this.
Yeah.
I just shook his hand and said, good luck, sir.
Hey, listen, we're on the final lap of this heat for this Pro Turbo class for the women's right now.
Women's Turbo.
Women's Turbo. I said pro. They're pros.
They are pro.
They are pros.
If we called them anything different, we'd probably get beat up.
These are the women's pro. I mean, they're all out there. But this is the final lap. And Kendra Hoop, she's got a pretty commanding lead right now, followed by Vanover back there. But we've got that battle that's going on right there for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. They've been staying tight. Finally got a little gaps in there, but Tewksbury's settled back and forth. Looks like she's back moving normal again.
Yep. Everybody seems to be in the spot that more than likely they're going to finish this race out in that same position. And then we're going to get to the highlight of today. Well, in short course, there's still a lot of highlights left today, but the highlight for today is coming up next.
Are you racing in the pit bikes?
Chad Mayo
got
my bike all ready for me. I'm supposed to race in it, but I'm kind of concerned now that he's out there racing in ladies' garments and stuff.
Is he going to require you to do the same?
If he is, I'm out.
You'd look great in a sundress out there.
Hey, man, hold on. Last night I showed up in a pink shirt and everybody was looking at me crazy.
Yeah, but you look like $1 million.
Good, man. I mean, I'm just trying to look tropical.
There you go. All right, we're about to take the checker flags. Everybody coming through is about to start throwing the checker.
That's right. As soon as we wrap up this women's turbo, we're
lucky,
going to jump right into that Pro Turbo.
If we're lucky, we may be able to grab an interview maybe from Tiffany or somebody over there with Kendra.
Yeah.
All right, so if we can get that set up, I'd like to see what Kendra has to say after such a dominant heat win.
What you got, Tiffany? Oh.
Well,
we're going.
We're getting moved over there right now, and we'll be coming to you with that as the last few racers are coming off the course. The cool thing is I'm looking over there at the start line. We may not have a shot of it right this second, but I will tell you we have 21 Pro Turbo cars stacked in there.
Yes, we do. And I'm excited to see what the heats are going to look like. I think I actually –
Tewksbury just come across. Smith. All right, I'm going to send it back over there to the pits and see what Tiffany has to say with our heat winner.
All right, Kendra, it's so good to chat with you always. Yesterday, you said the game plan was just to stay out front, make sure nothing broke, and that's exactly what happened today in the heat race for you. Walk us through how the track conditions are right now.
Track conditions are good. It's a little bit slimy, but they're still good. It's racy.
And talking about that, this is a little bit different. It's split up into 2 different days for you. That's going to give you enough time to go over, check everything. Obviously, the car is in great position right now, great condition. Are you going to change anything that you feel that might give you a little bit more advantage tomorrow for the main?
I'm going to keep everything the same and hope for the best.
And talking about that, what is going to be the best part about spending your Memorial Weekend here? Obviously, we've got 2 days of racing, the pool's open, the splash pad, we had the poker run yesterday. Overall, what makes you feel like you want to spend the time here for Memorial Weekend?
Oh, it's a great family atmosphere. We have our family here, our friends here, so we get to race and enjoy the park as well.
Awesome. Well, Kendra, I'm going to let you get back. And like Kendra was saying, that's pretty much everything that you can do here for Memorial Weekend. You've got some racing, you've got friends, family, and, of course, the pool. Back up to you guys.
All right, great job down there. Kendra, she just absolutely smashed that thing. She said the car's pretty much good, not going to make a lot of changes. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and that'll give you time to take a bathroom break if you're on the edge of your seat, and we're coming back with the Pro Turbo.
Pro Turbo, baby. Let's go.
Are you ready for this?
I am. Are you standing up now for a reason?
Let's get this thing
Let's go.
going.
Pro Turbo right now.
I don't know how anybody could be sitting down.
Dude, I'm hyped.
And this first row, what row has got all the stack that we were talking about?
I was wrong. That was a rumor that I heard. So I did get a message a minute ago that filled me in that there is going to be – so we do got Scott Champion in row 1.
Okay.
Looks like we got Kanan Baker. Well, no, Kanan's in the second.
Cash is in the third, I believe.
Cash is in the third. Man.
It's spread out.
I'm not even going to tell you guys at home. This is going to be just an exciting thing for you. Watch this. Pro Turbo coming right at you.
All right, let's do this thing.
There they go.
And they are off.
Look at that. Scott Champion up the hill with the hole shot. That boy's on the gas right there. That's Cody Martin right behind him. He told us yesterday he had to beat Cody.
Oh, look.
Side
look
by
at
side.
this.
Whoa!
Oh!
Saved it.
Wow.
What a race. Scott going to dive off the side and get back in there. Oh, he's broke.
He broke a tie rod.
He's broke.
Man, I hate to see that.
Brutal.
But Cody Martin capitalizing on that moment.
You know, and hey, last race we were here, Cody Martin took a bad spill.
Here we go.
There you see it. Wave number 2.
Kanan Baker.
Kanan Baker. Who is that in that? Is that Tewksbury?
Yeah.
That's Tewksbury.
No, that's Cheney.
Cheney.
That's Cheney.
That's Cheney. Kanan Baker gets out in front of him. Looks like Cheney's going to hit that outside line. Gets the move.
Wow. What a great racing right out the gate.
I know, right?
That is wild.
We went 0 to 100 real quick right here.
You got that right. We got one more wave back
Here
to come
they
off.
come. That looks like, I think this is where you're going to get Tewksbury and Cash and all these guys. Cash with your fastest lap in practice yesterday.
Here we go.
Shooting up the hill. Here these guys come. Look at them flying.
Cash is going to be third.
Yep. Tewksbury in second. Looks like Zach Beavers right now leading the way in that third group.
Man, this is a battle for sure.
On the gas, Tewksbury looking good. There, you see him coming through.
Look at the gap that Cody Martin has
created. Cody's got something to prove. He had a wreck. He dealt with the wreck. He got that car fixed. He's worked super hard to get that car dialed, and now look at him. Nothing but full-blown heaters on the gas.
All right. As you
coming down the hill, it's like our
third wave right there. All right. It looks like, you may not see it on the screen, but Cody Martin's crossing start-finish. He's going to be our leader of that first wave.
Man, I got to see something here. I got to see what kind of lap time Cody just turned in on that.
Yeah,
my gosh, do we have a new track record? That's a 154.
Oh man, I don't know how they count that because of the start. I don't know if the first lap counts.
We'll wait till the second lap, but that was a 154 by Cody Martin. He is not playing around right now. He is going to put that 15 machine up in the front. Look at that. There you got the PPEI car. That's Corey Willis.
Yes.
Looking really good.
All right, you got your second wave right there.
Coming through.
Looks like you got Cheney
out in front.
With Kanan right on his heels.
Baco Racing, they're on the gas. He is a heavy hitter. I like this line he decided to take up here. I don't know if you saw that. Looked a little bit different.
Yes, we totally did. So we're about
There
to.
he comes down the hill right there. Kanan right behind him, you see in the feed.
Third wave's about to come through the start-finish. I'm excited to see who ends up right there.
Yeah, right. I'm trying to see. Cash was out here yesterday turning 157s in practice, so I'm excited to see. There they are, all stacked up.
Cash and Tewksbury are door-to-door.
They're battling, right? Uh-oh, I think they might be side by side. Oh,
Cash!
Cash makes the move right there.
Cash made
Tewksbury
the
gets
move.
out wide. Looked like he's trying to scare old Scotty a little bit, throw a little roost on him on the side there.
I see Scotty down there shaking his head. He's he's confused. He's like, well, I'm not racing.
He's like,
why?
what's going on?
Where am I at? Scotty's just wandering around. I hate that for Scotty.
I do, man. Sitting here watching that Parkzilla car sit down there. I know he's bummed, but main events tomorrow, he'll be back.
Cody
Martin. Story.
The story right there is the stretch. You can see far out, that little speck out there all by itself.
Way out there.
Jumping over the race line right now.
All alone. He's just out for a Sunday stroll at maximum speed.
100%. He is coming through. He is
Cody,
rolling.
one of the most awesome dudes out here too, driving. He's got his kids out here with him all the time, and man, I'm telling you, every time he gets on the podium, I'm pretty sure his little boy steals the show.
Hey,
Whoa! Look at that Flatlander from Kanan Baker. He wants to get up there with Kyle Chaney.
I want you to take note. Kyle,
on two wheels around the corner, Kanan's fighting right now.
Kyle cannot leave him. Normally Kyle can pull.
Yep.
Kanan is not letting go.
He's on it today. They're still close enough. They're on the same straightaway together. They can see each other.
100%.
That 21
Look
white
at
and
the
gold.
battle back there between Cash and the leader of the third wave.
Cash trying to go inside. Let's see. Oh, that's not. He got around him.
He's already passed Tewksbury. This is first place for that
Zach
wave.
Beavers right there.
Him and Zach, and watch Cash flat this thing out.
Send it.
Yes, sir.
Cash and Zach are duking it out right there. Hopefully we can get that up on the live feed for you here in just a second. That is a heck of a race right there.
So Cash made a big move on Tewksbury. Let's see if he's going to try to do the same thing. As he comes off race line, Cash is going to set that inside and try to take that corner. His car hooks right there.
Right. And it looks like Zach tried to take that line away from him a little bit. Got a little wider, but was able to hold on to it. Cash is on rails. I got to look at these lap times right here.
All right, let's take a look.
What do we got Cash running on here? Cash with a 159.
That's good. In the middle of a race, that is hot.
Look at this. Kyle Chaney with a 155.
Wow.
And Cody Martin still turning the heater with a 154.9.
That's awesome.
Cody's got something to prove, man. And honestly, I believe the way the points stand, your points leader, Scott Champion, has an issue. He's on the side of the track, which is not good.
Not good at all.
That's allowing Cody and these guys to get back up there in the mix. I believe Cody is second in points.
Cody
right?
and Kyle and Kanan.
Yep.
They're all on his heels.
They're all right there.
It's all real tight right there. But there's a lot of other fast guys out here, and they're really showing out today.
They are. This Pro Turbo, if you're at home watching right now, this is an exciting race. These guys are on the gas, the fastest drivers, the fastest machines out there. And look at this on the screen right now, Zach Beavers and Cash LaCroix. And I'm telling you, Cash is headhunting right now. He wants to find a spot.
So Cash likes these twisted turns. He told me his car's handling really good. The Greaves built him a car.
Yep.
He said he could throw it into them corners, and it pulls out strong. It's a lightweight car, and, man, he's really excited. That battle, he chooses that battle in them corners.
Every day. And look at him. He's all over him. I mean, I truthfully feel like if Cash can get a spot where he can make a move, he seems faster to me than Zach. He looks faster than Zach on the track.
I do agree. I do think Cash has the faster car, and but Zach's got a lot of experience.
Tons.
He knows how to hold his line and protect it.
Yep, absolutely. So that's going to be tough. We're still watching this battle right now. Cash not giving up one bit.
No, they're going to stay tight.
This
all
will
the way
be like
through.
this till the end.
So this is how it happened with Tewksbury. Cash, watch him cross.
He's going to go there, like
He's
square him
coming
up,
inside,
go inside.
And he's trying.
Not enough room right there. Wasn't close enough. He needs to get a little bit closer to the back end of Zach's car to make that move stick.
The cool thing about it, because we've been watching this battle particularly, Cash is getting closer every time.
Lap.
So we've got a couple more laps to go. It's going to be exciting to see. Cash is taking a tighter line here, too. He comes in and dives the corner, if you'll watch right here.
Yep, look at him. He starts his turn in way higher up on the hill right there.
Yes.
And that allows him to square that corner off
Same
and carry
thing
more
here.
speed.
He got the rocks, but he's okay.
Yep, all good there. Zach still holding on to it.
Look at this right here. The story to be told, The man is racing in the
Cody
league.
Martin.
Just absolutely laying it down out
He
here.
is on the throttle right now. He does not know how to live. Look at that. We got another battle going on back here.
That's over
that
the
looks like
tabletop.
Cheney making some moves.
Well, they're in traffic.
They are. They're getting through. Oh, no. We got Kanan Baker.
Pulled to the side.
It looks like he's got an issue. What
Steering.
a race. Yeah, he lost his steering right before he hit that spillway section.
We got another racer sitting over here off to the side as well.
This is pro class. We talked about it earlier. These guys, more than anybody, know how to break it.
Yeah, and they're
Because
putting
they're
them on
going to push
edge.
it all they got. They're giving that car everything it has.
Oh, man, look at the battle back there.
That looks like Tewksbury and Mitchell Huddleston. Is that who that is? Oh, no, that's Mitchell right behind him in the 124, but that is Tewksbury. Tewksbury will not give up. Oh, get up on two wheels a little bit.
Bicycle
that's
everywhere.
That's 191 right there.
All right, look at this. Cash is closing in on the tabletop. Let's see if we got the shot that we're looking for on the drone.
Is that it right there? I think
all
it
right,
is.
they're chasing them down.
Whoa, no, we got Cash with smoke. He's got an issue.
No way.
Oh, man.
Having a beautiful race. We'll get that checked out.
That's how it goes right there.
Fortunate enough for Zach Beavers, he don't have that pressure no more.
Yep.
Should be smooth sailing for him.
And there he is right there heading up the hill.
They're catching that white flag.
Flying. One more lap. Zach Beavers looking good, but I'm telling you, right now, all eyes on the tracker on Cody Martin. This dude is flying.
Absolutely stretched this thing out. It's ridiculous how far ahead he is. Same thing with
look at Corey Willis right here. He's on the gas too.
With Kyle Cheney being in his wave and with Kanan, his closest competitor, pulling off, Cheney's going to have a big gap as well.
Absolutely.
All right, everything's starting to get out. We did have this fourth lap. It looks like it kind of took
There it
everybody,
is.
took some tolls.
Checkered flag out. Cody Martin, big win, coming back from the wreck. And literally, I mean, he made a statement.
Number
He laid
17,
down
Corey Willis.
that second position.
All right, let's see what we got coming in here next.
Corey Willis putting in a great drive, PPEI driver.
That 191 of Cheney.
There it is. 191, Kyle Cheney.
Now, just take note. There was 6 or 7 on that front row. Cheney started on the second row.
Yeah, Cheney
finished
was
third overall.
Third overall in the whole field.
That might move him up. Him and Cody are real close. Look at those times.
Yeah. Cody actually having the better time with an 8:42.
Those guys are battling.
Well, that's not going to be your whole time, but yeah, Cody. It looks like Cody's going to have the better time overall than Kyle. So that'll give Cody.
So your final wave's coming out here through here, and
there's
as we
Zach
talked about,
Beavers.
Zach Beavers right there. Stretching out, but these guys hung in here with them. They stayed on same laps.
They did not let off.
No.
Listen, this was a lot of fun today watching this Pro Turbo. I'm excited, but you know what? You guys at home don't even understand how much more exciting it's going to be tomorrow.
Think about this. You're going to have a couple of hard chargers that we had picked at the front of the pack, starting at the back.
And they're going to
Scott Champion, Cash LaCroix, Kanan Baker.
I'm telling you right now, none of those guys, I have zero worries that wherever they start, they're going to give us a heck of a show tomorrow on that Pro Turbo, man.
You got that right. All right, as we're rounding out the last few cars on race course right now, we're going to be bringing them down, and we got one more about to come through the start-finish. Let's see if we've got somebody over in the
Who
pits.
do we got over there, Miles?
I think Miles.
Miles ready?
Let's send
What
it
you got,
to
Miles?
him.
And we have Cody Martin down here. You had a really close little start there. You and Scotty got into it a little bit. It looks like he bicycled, kissed the back of you, but then you checked out.
Yeah, Scott's super good off the starts, and he had me coming down in the first turn, and I went wide and went around him, and it's making a ton of grip down there. This track conditions are great right now, and he biked into me, and I don't really know what happened from there, but I tried to put my head down and put a charge on. They're doing overall time, so even though if you win, you still got to go as fast as you can because somebody in the heat behind you or the wave, the wave behind you, they could get fourth, but if they have a faster overall time than you do, then you're fifth gate pig. You're behind them. So,
and that's new this round, but personally, I think it's fair. I like it.
I think it's super fair because there is no more 3 first place, 3 second place. now it's 1st through 24th or however many of the guys there were here today. So I think long term it's going to be sweet. They did a good job with it.
Yeah, and last round 2, you got second place. So going into round number 3 tomorrow afternoon, being on that pole position, you got to be excited about that.
Yeah, super excited. It's always nice to get first gate pick. Starts are critical out here, and yeah, we're just gonna leave the car the same, get it cleaned up, and make sure nothing's broke, and get ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, and tomorrow afternoon it's gonna be a great evening. We still got all sorts of stuff. Memorial Day weekend here at Mid-America Outdoor. There is stuff going on all day long, all evening long. I'm sure you've enjoyed some festivities yourself. Outside of the racetrack, what's been your favorite thing you've done thus far?
Probably just hanging out up at the pool. My little boys, they love the pool, and they've got like a kid zone, splash pad. Yeah, I was looking for the word. So now that's like they want to live up there. Like they would, if I could leave for an hour, and they probably wouldn't even know I was gone.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. I mean, family friendly at its finest here. You just got done with your heat. Great showing. It's going to be a great weekend. So just congrats again, and we'll see if you can bump up one more spot tomorrow.
Shooting for that top spot.
All right. Yep. Congratulations, Cody Martin. We're going to send it back to you guys.
All right, we are.
Did you see what I just saw?
Yeah.
I mean, not only is he fast in the car, but he looks like a male model on the camera.
Yeah, I think he got out, put some hair gel in there. He's looking for the deal. If y'all are looking to pick up somebody, if y'all are looking to pick up somebody, Cody Martin's got some openings in his program.
Yeah.
But for today, we've had a lot of fun. Matt, thank you for being up here with me. All you guys at home, we appreciate you checking in. Check us out. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe to all our channels.
Everything.
Share everything you see. Keep spreading the word. Mid-America Outdoors, we appreciate you and we love you, and we'll see y'all in a little while with more racing action.
You.